But no, this is like the best version of what this could have possibly been.
If this wasn't no beef,
yeah.
Oh, and it still would have stood out crazy.
Yeah, but I feel like because it's a beef and like people have been breaking it down. Like it's been a lot of people breaking it down. Like this part, they said that's him giving him the 50 after Drake told him to give him 50.
Oh, dude,
that part.
So he does 50 push-ups.
Yeah, so in that part when he started doing this, it's a video of Drake doing it with somebody's little sister. It's a video of Drake doing that with somebody's little sister. Like this,
people are going I Spy on this thing.
Yeah, it's very strategical. Like this nigga, like
it's an owl pinata.
Then guess who helped direct it?
Who directed it?
His man's.
Him and the dude he does PG Lane with.
Yeah, the one that said he having sex with his wife.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because him and David Free are business.
Yeah, Dave Free. Yeah, so Dave Free helped produce it.
Oh, I'm sure everyone was like, here's the thing. A place as big as California, dude, is so pumped. Like, that unified. California is the fifth biggest economy in the world.
Already?
Well, now we are.
Oh, because look, I'm on the same page as you are.
Like, you're going against another country, essentially. Yeah. And I get that everyone's like, Drake's Canada. But here's the thing. Canada's fucking huge. And I'm sure some dudes, I'm sure a lot of Toronto, I saw it, Montreal told Rick Ross they cared.
Yeah.
But like, are you in Calgary? Is like everyone in Vancouver? Or are they like, whatever, dude?
Yeah, because for sure Toronto.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but like Toronto's like
Toronto.
New York City. It's like that's just that
Yeah,
spot. Like there's so many other big cities in Canada so big. Like shit, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if Vancouver's like, honestly, dude, we kind of on that Kendrick shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Like,
but when I went to...
What do you think I got
There's
to do
definitely
with
parts of Canada's choosing sides.
Yeah, what part?
There's definitely parts of Canada that don't fuck with Drake.
And I'm sure, I just don't think they're like...
But there's no part of California where they don't fuck with Kendrick.
Yeah, everyone has to. You got to be like, I'm fucking with Kendrick.
And this is why I said this video and this song is so important, because it's like...
Oh, the song's important now.
No. Hear me out. No. Listen. I'm just tired of hearing it. I'm just tired of hearing it.
Having both sides.
I'm just tired of hearing it. When was the last time California had an anthem?
Man, who's like the good...
I said, fuck the police, and then my coworker...
Yeah, but
the game after fuck the police.
No, Game had, like... I'm trying to think of who after Game would have been... Oh, YG. YG's
sure.
definitely have some
YG
bangers that, like...
But have a song like... So then my coworker said California Love.
Okay, California Love is
but I feel like
like...
that's even older than fucking the Game.
Yeah, but I think everyone comes around... I guess that's more all California. Where YG's just like, that's LA.
Yeah, but we talk about like a California anthem. This is a California anthem.
For sure.
Because everyone had to get behind it, though. Everyone had to be on... It was literally, if you're not on this page, dude, you better just sit at home, stay off the fucking computer, dude. You can sit at home quiet. But if I see you comment one thing, if an owl or an O even gets typed on that motherfucker, you're toast.
Real shit. Real shit. So it's like this song was really like, because think about it in the rap game. New York got their thing, even though New York really ain't been New York since 50 Cent, if you want to say.
Yeah.
They had Rocky, but Rocky really French.
Rocky was a movement.
Yeah.
French was a movement.
But it wasn't like how it was when you had Hov, Biggie, and Nas, and like that.
I would say Rocky's up there, man.
I think Rocky's up there, but I agree with the sense that Rocky was so much personality, and it's not like every New York person necessarily is like be bumping it.
And it's not a New York sound.
And now New York is so all drill that it's like a little tough. It feels like a little one-tonal, which I guess you could argue with that like 90s felt that way or whatever, but
even that's how people say about LA, even though it's not true.
Yeah.
But if you look at the broad scheme of LA, it's not true. But you look at the broad scheme of NY, it is true.
Yeah, and it's nothing against drill, but you're just like, people who like a little bit more lyrical stuff, it's a little bit harder to find. You still have people like Mike out there crushing it, and like...
Oh yeah, shit, with that L tape?
Yeah, all that... I mean, he just did one...
I've yet to delve into that, but like, I've seen that.
He just did one with Tony Seltzer that's fucking insane.
Oh, yeah.
Like, those dudes...
Who is it?
This dude, Mike.
His name
He from LA?
New York.
New York.
He from New York?
Yeah.
I wonder if that.
He's homie. So he's like on.
You got a song with Earl.
He's got Earl song.
Oh, so okay. I'm hip. I'm hip.
And he's like, I think he's in like Wiki Crew, like with. Like he's in
See,
Wiki's
you're
camp
tapping to the underground.
But that's why I love more.
I'm unfamiliar.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. It's like those dudes to me.
I gotta take him
end up being a little bit. They like set above for me, but I get that it is my preference for sure.
Yeah,
right.
It's cake over cookies. It's like if someone goes, I prefer this. I'm like, I get it. That's just more for me than fuck you.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. And that's what's dope about where music is today. People will be like, oh, music is trash today. And it's like, how is it trash when you can get anything you want from
everything.
People?
Everything.
The hard part more becomes finding something good in the sea of it.
For sure.
Because anyone
I feel like all of us can attest to this. We all like shoes, we all like clothes, we all like music. That's the fun in that.
To finding it, and figuring out what's good, what's real.
People dig like they used
just to find what you fuck with. Because they haven't had to. Like, I didn't find out people actually go to charts to listen to music until, like, after, like, probably when I was 20, 21.
Oh, yeah.
When I heard this girl, she was like, oh, yeah, I just go to the top songs to find what to listen to. I'm like, people do that?
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But that's
like,
such
what the fuck? And she's an average person, so I'm like, oh, that's probably what. But that's what people do with the playlist now.
But then they got that with Apple Music, where Apple Music put up different little things where it's like, this is what's going on in New York.
Yeah, that's
this
what
is
I'm
going
saying.
on.
It's the playlist. Like,
so
people just go to
going off like
and
that.
Even those playlists, it's like, sure, some of those might be like okay or like whatever,
it's
dude's
still
kind of
watered down.
popping.
I feel like
it's still
watered
watered down,
and I feel like it's biased.
Oh, 100%. It's someone like
it's one dude.
It's paying.
Working
it's
for
people
a
who are
company.
paying this money to get
That's
this
all
shit
it
put
is.
on, dude. It's all it costs now. It's like if you want to be on Apple top 10, dude, you could go put yourself on Apple top 10 right now, dude, and in podcast and figure out how to like climb to, not saying like top 10, but like into charts through like, it's buying followers. It's fucking getting like, you can manipulate all that shit now because it's through a computer. So it's not like the numbers can, for low level shit like that, almost like can't be trusted.
Yeah.
It's like you see someone who's like, oh, damn, they got 50,000 followers, and then you see their likes, and you're like,
20 likes.
They got 20, they got 20 likes, and
adding
even
up.
10 of these ain't real motherfuckers.
Right.
Yeah, and even there's bots in that.
This is probably a scam within itself. So it's like, yeah, you can buy some of that shit too.
Yeah, I think we need to go back to digging.
Well, because
We don't have LimeWire no more.
And the best part about
Even
LimeWire,
with the LimeWire, I felt like I was just looking up stuff that I wanted to look up. I wasn't just downloading.
but a
You
nice.
ain't never just run. I used to run into stuff.
Oh
Nah,
no, I would do because I just be downloading.
I was young too, so
I'd be downloading whole discographies and shit, dude. It'd be. I'm
true.
like, yo, I'd see a band. Especially at that time, I was liking a bunch of underground rap and punk music.
oh shit,
Oh.
what a mixture.
Brother, let's just fucking, as soon as you see something, I'm like, oh, discography. I don't need just the song. We're doing the whole discography. Like, we're getting every song this band's fucking made. And it's like, because then that's how to me, I was like, all right, I'm just going to listen to music all day anyways.
Right.
Now I found like a cool, weird deep cut, or something that I thought was deep cut, and someone's like, yeah, it's your like third famous,
See, but
most
I
famous
do
song.
that now. If I discover an artist, I go listen to everything.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know, like, okay, this song good, but what do you really have going on?
Yeah,
Well, it's cool too because you get to see people change a little bit.
yeah,
Like
that
if you're,
growth.
yeah,
That
especially if, I mean, just because it's on, but like, if you had just heard Tyler now,
You would
go to-
never
and then you go to
expect
and then you
that
go back
he was
to
talking about
Yonkers, dude.
raping pregnant
yeah,
women.
like on some wild teenage shit.
666 shit. I was telling my cousin the other day, I said, see, y'all Tyler fans now, but I was a fan when he was eating the cockroaches.
Oh yeah, dude. The one video
100%.
I don't even know if it's on YouTube anymore. Is that first like him and Earl
And they
one,
mixing
and they're
all the
mixing
shit
all
up.
that shit, and they're like throwing up and losing their teeth.
That's
and
Earl's
That was
song.
Earl's song.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it's, dude, I heard someone posted a clip from Earl's MySpace when he was like a kid.
So it's even before
and
Outfeed.
it was, yeah, like young kid, first thing he ever put out, not even under Earl, so under some other name. I'm listening to it, and I know in my head it's a boy. This is just like a child.
sounds like a
Right?
little
You know,
girl.
I'm like,
It's like when you're playing Call of Duty when
but,
you're a kid.
no,
and how
but you're
you
like,
sound
yo,
on Xbox
this
Live.
kid rules. Like, it didn't even sound.
fire.
It sounds almost still kind of like similar to him.
Yeah.
Well, he just definitely had a way
Tyler
with.
said that he's the new. He's the closest thing to Nas.
Who's the? What about Your Old Drug? Your Old Drug sounds exactly like Nas.
Who?
That's his dude. He's called Your Old Drug, and he's a rapper out of New York.
Really?
And dude, people when this first song came out, people thought it was like Nas doing a secret like.
Oh shit!
Like
I'm gonna be
shit.
like I'm gonna be a hidden.
So
dude.
like he literally sounds
Dude,
like
he's trying to do a Quasimodo.
Like voice.
Yeah,
He's trying to do a Quasimodo.
They thought he was like trying to do a Doom thing where we're like, we know it's you. It sounds just like you.
Okay.
Y'all heard this Skinny Pimp?
Who is it?
Skinny Pimp.
I don't know.
He's from Memphis, so he was back in like in the 90s. So
okay.
He named
I'm
Skinny
sure
Pimp.
I've heard of him just because I got a couple dudes that are like insane deep 90s Memphis rap shit.
So when he dropped his voice, he had like a chickmunk voice when he rapped.
Yeah.
So that was his thing. But then he ended up signing a female artist.
And they just sounded the
And
exact...
and everybody was saying it was him.
Well, that was who's the dude? Is it DT or DDG? Some rapper out now.
DDG.
Yeah, where he's
no, DDG is that streamer dude. Right?
Yeah, but he rap too.
He's with the Little Mermaid.
Yeah. I've only seen him he'll be on like podcasts and shit, and they're like, "Yo, let us hear your real voice, man." And this dude drops like 3 octaves.
I can't tell if that's real.
I don't think
it's real.
Dude.
I don't think it's real.
It's too weird of a thing.
Too much of a switch up.
Yeah,
like how do you keep that
It's too comical.
The fake voice.
You're like, this is like,
it has to be.
This is so slapstick, and he also, no offense to the dude, I'm sure he's great. He doesn't seem like he's a guy who is like, listen, so I'm coming at it this way. I'm a great comedic mind that you guys have. like I'm sure he's awesome, but it's like I don't think this guy's like, I'm gonna do this insane lifelong voice bit that just has me talking really deep for a few minutes.
He should do that. But he started off as a streamer.
He was a streamer.
Yeah, like he just started off as a YouTuber.
I mean, dude, well, hey, new voices, a lot of things coming out in the streaming community.
Yeah. That shit taking over so crazy, man.
I've never watched a stream in my life, but I will say
I've watched like live stream podcasts.
Yeah,
I've seen that. I've never watched like just a dude sitting in front of the computer playing a game.
And I'm not a big gamer myself.
I watch Casanat.
Yeah, I like Kai. I like Phantom. I like even.
So you haven't watched it, but you're familiar with these people.
I think Sketch is great. Like, I think there's certain people that I'm
not
like...
familiar.
Okay, because I want to know what happened.
All right, so basically, some shit came out.
Well, hold on. Before the sketch, we got to introduce.
Oh, okay.
Really Does It Show, episode 3. I'm Antonio, Mr. T. Bonilla.
I'm CP, a.k.a. Stofley, a.k.a. Stouffer. Listen, I'm coming for you.
I love it. You know what it is? It's your boy, Where's the Pat? Always here, always backwood. Dude, the streaming shit is kind of wild, though. Sketch, basically what happened, and is like, some shit came out that he might have been on some, like, gay OnlyFans stuff.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And again, everyone was just like, okay, whatever. And it's like,
who cares?
This dude, from what it seems like, is the fucking nicest, most genuine ass dude who everyone's like, oh, he's making fun of people with like problems. It's like, no, this dude really has like tics and shit. He's just like leaning into it as a joke, and he's not like, he's not hurting anyone. He seems like a fun person. He seems non-malicious. It's like, whatever he did in the past, dude, you didn't hurt anyone.
Right.
It's like...
And why does that matter?
Because someone somewhere, especially... He's on the internet. Where people on the internet love to go 0 to 100 and feel all the way about something. Yeah. Or someone was just like... Thought it was like a funny, like, I'm dogging your ass. And it's like... Alright, kind of a... It turns real weird when everyone just goes... Yeah, we don't care. And that person's like... Yeah, it seems like you're pretty homophobic, dude. Like, just seems
that's
like
what
weird...
it is.
Yeah,
that's what I feel like it is. I feel
that's
like
definitely
somebody
what it
that's
is.
homophobic. I feel like he was a huge fan, and then he seen that, and it was just like, whoa.
Oh, well,
that's a crazy switch.
Well, I was gonna say, streaming is also a fucking huge, like, mostly video games. Mm-hmm. Or at least how it started. Video games, predominantly dudes. So it's just like it starts to trickle down where you're like, that's probably a pretty volatile. There's some subsects that are pretty volatile on those things.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
That you're like, yeah, they're the ones that are like, whoa, well, it's all this.
Yeah.
But it's cool that everyone online's been like, yeah,
and
that
a lot of
dude
people
rules.
say that stuff just to get the retweets.
That's what it is. It's trying to break news.
Yeah.
It's, dude, did you see how many retweets I got on this? It's like, cool. It sucks when it's like a shitty way. It's like, yeah, you robbed like a mom and kid vibe. It's like, no, you're never going back and being like, well, check out what I did. Candy from a baby, literally.
They tried to do that with Casanat about how he paid for the OnlyFans chick. And he was like, it's okay.
But that's all you gotta do is just own up to it and just be like, yeah, that happened. Everyone want to go out and pull out their credit card bills, take a look at things.
Yeah, what are you spending your money on?
What you spending your bread on?
Like, let's not all sit here and act like but those dudes are also live on camera for so much of their life. So much of their just like daily shit is kind of just done on there.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, that shit's gonna come out. People who watch that shit are like, I know how to use the internet. Like, I don't know how to use the internet.
Yeah,
I know how to get on the internet.
People know how to get in the
These are the
algorithms.
motherfuckers who are like, of course you can look at everyone's police records. You go to this website and you're like, why do you know that? Why is, you know what I mean? Like, it's people who are doing like Sherlock Holmes shit.
Oh,
and it's like,
bro, people with big followings can just be like, oh, this guy's coming at me.
Yeah,
this guy can have the most anonymous account ever. Next thing you know, you have his home address.
Yeah, the way they swap motherfuckers on that shit, it's like,
that is so scary.
And then they go find shit that happened like 13, 20 years ago.
Yeah, they're like, dude, they pull up shit from a kid in high school, and it's like,
I'm just glad I deleted my Twitter years ago.
Yeah,
and remade it.
But it's like you feel bad because it's some dumb shit that a kid says that like, and they're like, this, and now this guy dropped 2 draft picks because they're like, yeah, he doesn't like gay people. And it's like, this dude made a joke in like 6th grade.
Yeah, when everybody's saying gay, everybody's saying.
But I think we're at the end of a lot of that. Like we didn't
we are. I feel like we're kind of going back. We're never gonna go fully back, but people are more so like, let's not take things so serious.
Well, yeah,
everything is too serious right now.
And 100%. It was that. And it's like with people like canceling everyone. It's like there's things that I get that I'm like, yeah, dude, that's a crime. We actually do cancel people who've committed crimes. We send them to jail. Right. We already got a fucking system for that shit, dude. But if someone's like is being weird at parties, it's like there's been a guy at every party I've gone to, and he's at multiple parties, and I'm like, who's this guy? And people are like, I don't know. I'm like,
whose man's is this?
Yeah. This guy's just slinking around. He's fucking
part of that environment.
Yeah, I got Randall from Monsters Inc. here just slithering through. No one knows him, and it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna count. I don't think he's gonna lose his job. Was he weird? Yeah. Was he trying to hit on people and like not
stay
hitting?
away from him?
Yeah, just like leave, or someone just go, you gotta get out of here, man.
So y'all hip to the little balloon shit?
Little balloon shit.
Yeah, so when they had like the people come up like, for a date and you pop the balloon if you don't like them, it's a dude.
Yeah.
So a dude lost his job from that.
From doing just being on there?
Right. Like I guess I don't know what it was. I guess one of the chicks didn't like his response, and he was real polite, you know, if you ask me. But then he started. Then like 2 weeks later, he started getting on TikTok talking about he lost his job. People keep calling in talking about he a terrible person and. He put up a GoFundMe.
And this isn't as public, obviously, but obviously we're missing our 4th man, Chaz.
Right.
He'll be with us next episode. He had
a
sub in today.
You gonna use that?
And he was talking about. We're gonna speak on it more when he come back or whatever. But he was speaking about how there was a glitch in the company system, and the employees bought some stuff and allowed sales to go through, and the company came in and fired them.
Like they were supposed to know what was actually going on.
Like that's just insane.
It's your system, dude. You don't blame other people for it.
Right.
To come in just seems like a very fucking erratic business move. that you're like so unthought out because then it's like, all right, we fired all the people who did that, and they're like, oh shucks, dude, that was all the employees we had.
Yeah, so what you gonna do now?
And at the end of the day, it's your fault.
Yeah, it's not like.
And don't they should have like a middle person like on the computers that could like spot shit out?
Well, like
that?
he said, they caught onto it fairly quick.
Yeah,
but it's like, oh, they got fired for having a lack of integrity. Like, what do you mean? If I see something in our system, I think it's real.
Yeah, I think y'all set this up.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, just be like, hey, y'all, if y'all see this again,
yeah,
that's
like,
when you get the slap on the wrist or you go to 2 strikes.
Well,
like, hey, don't let this happen again. Okay, cool. Not going to happen again.
It also feels like...
Because how much money did you really lose?
Well, it feels like one of those things to me, too, that's like...
From a $1 billion company.
Or even if it's $1 million company.
Yeah, I mean...
What did
you got to take those losses.
What did you lose?
Also,
and you can take those losses on taxes. So what the fuck does it really
You can take that loss on tax. Also, hey, what's the markup on a fucking foamposite? And, like, if you're selling them at that much...
So Nike is 40%.
That's what I'm saying. To a lot of people, it's like...
I mean, it was a drastic markdown.
Yeah, it was
for
a
sure.
crazy markdown. But
they lost money, but not that
it's
much
less
money.
than, like, when you're wholesale buying those shoes from Nike. Yeah. Like, you're a real store. It's not like a reseller got burned with, like, 500 pairs of something that just didn't hit. It's like...
Right.
Yeah, you're going to discount on all these shoes. It's like...
And most of that shit was going to go on sale anyways.
Yeah, and now... There's a glitch in the system. You can use it as a write-off. So it's like, it's going to end up being a win-win. Firing everyone's the outrage.
That's the lose.
That feels like
that
the work
like
of a
worst.
24-year-old person that they tricked into being like a district manager to be like, we'll give you $65,000 a year. You will work about 75 to 80 hours a week. And you'll be on call at all times at our becking whim. But that 65 is going to be sweet. You won't even be able to spend any. You'll be working so much.
Yeah.
And it's like...
That sounds depression.
And if I was that person, I would just go, oh, hey, there's a glitch in the system. Because I would be at a store most likely, checking in on my stores.
Right.
Noticing that, oh, that's weird. Call another store. Is this happening there? I'd had this whole fucking thing basically, I think, resolved in about 30 goddamn minutes.
Yeah.
To just use a goddamn group text that I hope's going on, and just be like, hey, can everyone let all the team know? And then maybe it happens for an hour. Or,
Yeah.
But...
It just sounds like somebody trying to impress their superiors.
Yeah. Well, a big firing is always like it's a fire move, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, dude, fired everybody. This dude came in hot. But now they don't realize...
Now I ain't got nobody.
It's a fucking employee's market, dude. No one wants to work. No one wants to work, especially at a place.
Yeah, and
people
especially
are like,
a
oh
place
my
like
God.
that is probably like younger people, kids, young adults, and it's like...
That's what you want.
Bro, they barely wanted to work in the first place.
And now they got rid of all
and now because they just took advantage of your problem, your fault.
Yeah,
they can't pay their phone bill, or they can't have their spending money for X amount of weeks.
Or these kids are also just like, dude, great. I already make like a ton of money doing like drop shipping or minding roadblocks. My parents just don't believe me and made me work at this goddamn store. So I really
don't need no job.
Yeah,
I'm just some
kids now are like, I know how the internet works, so there's just like a ton of free money. I've been just siphoning off the government for like,
most people.
It makes the most sense though. It's like, because again, people who when you need someone in store, dude, a lot of people are either don't want to because they can make more money somewhere else. Or they fucking, which is insane, but I've learned over a lot of service industry and retail, some people just like can't talk to human beings. And I'm just like, like you see them and you're like, it's a goddamn miracle you made it into this office today to sit down for this interview.
Thank you. We need
like,
somebody.
I can't believe that you have made it this far in just life in general. And they're like, that's got to be the roughest, where you're like, I don't know what you're doing. That's a guy who just stares at you at a store for a while.
I'm one of them. I'm one of them for sure. I hate customer service.
I mean...
Well, I post my customer service.
Yeah.
The customer is not always right.
Oh, it's never. But that is a nice thing of like...
But also, I can only say that as an individual. You know what I mean? When you have like a reputation and stuff, you kind of do have to go the extra mile.
But
But if I'm offering a product at the lowest price you can ever find it, I'm right.
Yeah. Well,
and if you want to meet me on an equal level,
there's a difference too between like a haggle online versus like, what are you talking about? Or like complaints on shit that like, are you complaining about this purchase and you haven't even bought anything? Like, what's going on?
You're just a potential customer. Yeah. Or if you are a customer, you got your product and you might not have done your full research and just looking at the full listing or something, and you're getting mad at me because you didn't do your part as the buyer to see what you're actually
what is going on.
They never do their due diligence.
It's my favorite
due diligence. Perfect.
It's my favorite thing too. Of one thing I love is a classic. What's the dimensions on that? I so badly always want to ask, what dimensions do you normally wear? Oh, you don't know them?
Wait, people so ask that in stores?
No,
online,
bro. I get that every day. What are the dimensions? And I just pawn it off. The stuff's in the warehouse because it really is. But I'm not sending the shipping dude in the warehouse to go out of his way. He already barely does his job in the first place.
Go look at There's a chart online. This item is in existence.
That's all you have to do is just Google
even
it.
If you can't find this existing item, research the brand.
And
see how their clothes normally fit.
Like, major brands usually have a thing. If you go online, it's like, how does a Supreme shirt fit?
Yeah.
And it gives you all that shit because it's the same. Yeah. And no normal person is like, oh, well, yeah, because I'm a 42, 36. And you're like, what are you talking about? No one's ever measured themselves.
But
are you a large, medium, or small?
You might toddler that like
what size do you normally wear? Have you bought from this brand before? If you haven't, figure it out. Mm-hmm. That's not my responsibility. No. I'm not a multi-million-dollar company. We're more than likely losing money on the product we're selling you.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, this is not you, like someone walking into your store where you're representing your specific brand.
Yeah, no.
And it's like, dude, it's the same thing at Target. Someone would come in, oh, this is the third Dyson I bought, and they've all broken. All right.
Stop buying Dyson.
Buy their devil. I don't give a fuck about the brand, dude.
Pattern
that's not on me.
Letting the pattern go over your head.
You know who you should maybe call? Is fucking
Dyson.
What do you think I'm gonna do? I got the parts in the back.
Yeah.
We do a vacuum.
Go build another one.
Go
build another one.
This is Target.
It's like when you're buying a product from someone that's not like that direct company. It's like there's expectations of people. They're like, how's it work? I make $15 an hour working 30 hours a week, lady. I don't have a Dyson. I have no fucking clue how it works.
I don't have a Dyson.
Like,
and especially when it comes to electronics, everything has a 1-year warranty, people.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you buy, electronic, has a 1-year warranty.
And they ask you when you pay for it, would you like to get a warranty on this?
Well, not even that.
No, there's one through the company.
Really?
That's usually
anything electronic. And they'll go by the serial number, and you hit up that company directly.
Dude.
And they don't ask for where did you buy this from? No, you show them your 1-year warranty.
Yeah.
You can say, I purchased such and such on this date or whatever. It's within my thing. You can research the serial number. Yeah. You have your own tracking on their end or whatever the company.
Right.
Like, they'll figure it out for you.
And it doesn't lose them anything. If anything, they're retaining a customer because once you got your replacement thing, and you go, awesome, dude, that was so fucking easy.
Thank you so much.
Now, anytime. Well, how's your day today? Oh, dude, it's actually pretty sick. I got that new projector because my old one broke. They just sent me a fucking new one. This bitch is ripping.
And like we mentioned,
shit, they're good like that? Now, if I want to get a projector, I'm going to get what you get.
Right.
And like we were talking about before, tax write-off.
Yeah, it doesn't. They get broken.
It doesn't cut into the profits. Because at the end of the year, the reason why there's all these sales, the reason why everybody's giving to charity, the reason why they're doing all these giveaways, it's so that they don't have to pay as much
at the end of the year.
Yeah, at the end of the year.
It's not, a lot of it's not like altruistic. Like, unfortunately, charity doesn't just exist from people going, I really want to help this group. Like, I do believe that. And hopefully that at the top of charities, those are the people.
A good percentage is, but the majority is not.
Is money coming from businesses and shit where they're like, we
have to get rid of this money or we'll have to pay more.
So is that why people, like, businesses do sales? Just so they can
Get rid of
at the end of the year, like, to be like, yeah, we can.
But
Like,
end of the year,
sure.
At the end of the year, for sure. But sales is just overall to move products.
Okay.
That they've been sitting on.
Just to get this shit out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if I'm carrying this product, there's 1,000+ other stores carrying the same exact product. If I'm not moving it, they're not.
Well, that's where so I worked at Target for like 10 years and worked all over the store, and you have Black Friday comes in, dude. You're getting TVs from brands you never nobody knew Polaroid made a TV. Black Friday fucking come.
Didn't know that.
You know what I mean? You get these brands come in that were just these just
TCL.
Dude, and TVs now.
I'm hip to TCL though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A bunch of those TVs, dude, are fucking cost nothing.
Yeah.
It is. That's why a TV repairman was a job at one point.
Yeah.
Who the fuck? You fix a TV? Toss that motherfucker in the dumpster. Go get it.
Another one.
It's really.
Well, you got to think too. How cheap electronics are in 2024, dog.
Stop
it. I remember my uncle, he had bought the first flat screen that came out.
One of them big
3500. It still had a fat back.
Yeah.
Still had a fat. He has that TV.
3500.
Still works.
He still has it to this day.
We had one in my college house, big fat back on wheels. That motherfucker had to be 200-300 pounds. He'd push it all over on the wood floors and shit, scratching them up. But that was indestructible. Worked for everything. It was fucking. But now again, it's
now you can get a 60-inch for $300.
Yeah, but the odds of you just happen to get the one that breaks right away. Yeah. I guess now that we were saying you do it in the year, but you know what's sending the goddamn TV back, dude?
What?
Ooh, my bad.
No, you're good.
I wonder if for broken TVs, you guys send them back. You know how some places are we'll give you the replacement. We gotta get the old one.
Right. And they'll more than likely send you the label.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even have to pay for it.
And
maybe you have to pay $50-$100. Still
but for some stuff, I agree, super easy.
Yeah.
I'm saying, dude, shipping a TV.
Bro, that's hundreds of dollars.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. It's gotta be because it's frat.
Cheap.
It's got everything.
Just the weight and dimensions alone.
Yeah.
The post office just raised their prices again.
I
just noticed that.
It's every couple of months.
Yeah.
We had
what the fuck?
I think one of my craziest try to sell something.
Trying to stay in business.
Because you guys are a business.
We just try to stay in business.
You got subsidized by the government, but it's still a business.
Yeah.
But I had have you ever seen big face hats? They're an old 90s hat where the logo will be on two of the panels.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So we had a couple of them. And one was a Blackhawks hat. And this dude wanted to buy it. And they're dude, brand new, they're $600. Crazy. Hat collectors are nuts, dude.
Oh, you're saying
vintage strap back. It was
Shark
Tooth or Graffiti's, Splash. It's in the same vein. And we're we're doing it at $250. And dude's all right, for sure. He's can you ship it to Colombia? And I'm
if you pay for
shipping. Yeah, dude, if you pay for the shipping, I'll go drop it off. I'll tell you what it is, or I'll go get an estimate and I'll let you know what it is.
It ain't nothing to figure that out online.
So I just drive out to DHL. Cause I'm
they're the best international.
And I tell the lady, I gotta ship this hat to Colombia. She looks at me I got 3 fucking hats, dude. She's do you know how much it costs to ship shit to Colombia? And I was I have no idea.
Well, the post office is low key the cheap from America. So DHL is cheap from other countries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But DHL is probably one of the more expensive domestic
coming from out of here.
Yeah, but
the post office is always going to be your best bet shipping international.
That was my final stop. So I just checked everywhere. I was let me find this dude the best.
DHL. 1,000,000%.
DHL was $230. I'm dude, I was I'm selling the hat for $250.
No shot paying for that.
Yeah. And then post office I think was $130, something like that. And I was I told dude, I'm yo, these are what they are, man. I don't know what.
Sorry.
And he's like, dude, would you be able to ship it to Miami? and I got a guy in Miami, and I was like, I bet you fucking do that.
And that worked out perfect.
So I was
so
shipped it down there, cost fucking, $4. Fuck, it's just a hat.
Yeah, hell yeah. And with that too, a lot of these buyers who are international buyers, they'll deal with companies
who do that.
Who they'll do the middleman shipping for you or whatever. Because I always ship to like random ass addresses, then the second address line will be like number 756321. Like, and it's like, oh, okay, this is one of those companies.
It's so I know people have done it on like the opposite end, where it's like buying shit at like basically on Japanese eBay. Like
it's
the
Japanese eBay.
1,000,000% eBay.jp.
Yeah, and dude, there's some wild shit on there. There's some. I wish I could remember half the shit. Anything I've looked up on there is fire.
Yeah.
But
and just like we have like a grilled, there'll be a Japanese version of a grilled. Now they probably have.
But you can buy shit for like you can buy a lot of sports shit on Japanese eBay for fairly cheap because Japan's like
that's not the market.
We don't give a fuck about football. No. We don't give a fuck about hockey. Like they're not caring about that stuff. So you can get it for dirt cheap, but you'll basically just buy enough to like fill out your portion of like a container that's getting shipped over. So like once you hit your like threshold, it's like getting put onto a container to like get sent over here is what I believe the case would be. Okay. That like it makes sense now for you to pay the shipping. So like it evens out to be like, all right, you're getting this much.
So it's like an Uber XL. I mean, like it's like not an Uber XL, but like a.
It's like a store, like almost like
thing. It's just a separate company, because like when I was in the forums and stuff, and I'm like hip to this Japanese shit. It's like, okay, there are middleman shippers that just have connections, or they'll have a warehouse out here too, and it's like, okay, it's inconceivable price difference.
Yeah, I mean, because you're just probably getting shit onto like cargo, either it's like freighter planes.
So like we ship,
you're just throwing extra shit out.
We ship a big ass thing every week, or every 2 weeks, or maybe even every few days, and it's like we'll just throw that shit in there to the warehouse, and they'll situate it. Like that's a whole business.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen some like Japanese resellers who do. It's like they'll basically come to America and hit like a area. Like they'll be like Midwest or West Coast or Northeast, blah, blah, blah. And they just thrift through a bunch, buy up a shit ton, mail it all back, and then just back off home. And they'll just like spend like 2 months just like bopping around and just collecting like a ton of shit that they're like, oh, here, this sells. Like they were buying up Levi's.
Yeah, people find little niche markets.
Well, and Japan has such a. Like, they were getting on Levi's way before everyone here was like, orange tabs. They were like, we've been knowing about it.
Started from.
Where? Who?
Levi's.
Started what?
That's where like Japanese denim is nothing but like somebody had like some Levi's and was like, oh.
We can make this better.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's like, the whole culture is just
it's like Americana. Like,
we found this thing, we're going to make this better.
Yeah, that's their whole thing.
We're like, pizza? Yeah, I think we got you guys. And they got like, some people say best pizza, dude.
Japan?
I've heard Japan has crazy good pizza.
Really? I can't wait to go to Japan.
Because it's a simple thing. It's like, not like in a negative way, but like, I think Japanese culture loves like a craft that is working on one thing with minimal other additives and just making the best of this like one item and perfecting it. It's not a kid starts a clothing brand here and they've got like 3 hoodies, 2 t-shirts, a backpack, and a pair of pants, and you're like, you've never printed anything in your life. What's this whole line? They're like, make one jean for about 50 years. Once we're good at that, we'll do a second style.
Yeah, they perfect something.
And I love that.
And then maybe move on.
Yeah, like, or just,
maybe.
Again,
or that's just the whole thing.
I do the best version of this ever. Yeah. And you're like, that's cool. Did you guys see, a little controversial, but Pop Smoke's killer is free.
He just got out of jail. Yeah.
Oh, did he? I didn't see that.
The kid crazy. Already did a no jumper.
Oh, he did a no jumper. See,
of course, Sid.
Adam is a snake.
You should have seen when he came out the first video he posted on Instagram. He was like smoking a blunt. Yeah. He was on live smoking a blunt like he ain't just get out of jail or anything.
So hold on, he didn't do any time for a murder.
For a murder, I mean, I couldn't have been 5 years.
How does that?
He had the greatest lawyer on earth.
How does that work, man? You kill someone and you're out
and like,
within a decade.
Every interview he's been on, maybe it's him, maybe it's all the shit he's gone through. Everything sounds so kind of weird and like sketchy or kind of a little rehearsed, where they're like, yeah, we stole one watch that we sold for $10,000 and we split it 4 ways. And it's just like,
why are you talking about?
It's just such a weird, like,
the government.
It's when it almost has that feel, and I'm not saying it's true, but like when someone's lying and they add like weird details to stories that you're like, right. I know you're adding this detail because you'd think I would go, so specific. He could never think of 10,000 and do the math so fast in his head.
Right.
It's just like something about it just seems like
off at the least.
And he keeps just like really averting questions, and I'm like, why are you on a weird publicity tour now? It seems like
they're paying him. They have to.
Yeah. Well, yeah, someone's paying him.
It's just a way to get a couple extra bucks. You're out of jail.
In my mind, I'm like,
it's probably the label.
He signed to somebody?
No, but you know how they got the thing where they said everybody signed to the label got a life insurance policy on them.
I can't see Steven Victor telling this dude's
He wasn't
killer.
signed to Steven
Victor. Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was on Victor.
He was not. Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, that was.
I didn't know he was just his manager.
No.
Oh, okay. He was signed.
That's why. I think even before he passed, they did the collab with Human Made. It was a Victor collab, and it was a Pop Smoke team.
Oh, I thought he was just his manager.
No, they were all cool. I think it.
Yeah, I doubt that. I apologize for that.
When it comes to big business, I could see maybe.
Yeah.
And I can't see the heads knowing about it, but it's like somebody within the company maybe.
I think it's one of those things that is rife for sowing conspiracy. Mm-hmm. But I also think it could just be when you hear hooves, you think horses, not zebras. It is just like the obvious thing that 4 dumbass kids kind of just fucking broke into a house and like intentionally or unintentionally like get frazzled, shoot him, panic and run. If you once you panic, it's not like you're like grab everything. You're like, we gotta go. So it's like, yeah, maybe you did just get one watch or something. Like,
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's not so far-fetched. Because if you did hit a lick, you got one pricey item. It's not hard to remember the specifics of that.
Yeah, and it's like he is just a super, like, hood-ass dude. Like, he could just be one of those dudes that every time he talks, you're like, are you like ultra pissed off right now, or like what? Are you just like you committed at 8 to not smile anymore, and now we're just like stone face for the rest of our like? I can't get a read on you, and now I feel even sketchier. And now I'm just like,
he had the Kawhi Leonard stare.
Yeah, he had shit. Because they were asking him questions about it. And he's like, oh, that's bullshit. Oh, fuck that. And you're just like.
Really denying like rumors.
Yeah, it's like why come on all these shows and just deflect every question?
So why was you coming on here?
And that's what I'm saying, just to collect that back.
Yeah.
He got the front end, he's gonna get the back when he leaves. If he didn't already get the full amount, you know what I mean?
I mean this is not a new opinion by any means, but his like a lot of the no jumper stuff has just gotten like, who is this dude? And these like now it seems like you're just kind of helping dudes be more vocal about fucking being dumb shit.
Yeah.
And it's like,
oh, I did some dumb shit. Here's the story.
Well, yeah, and
like,
it just gives more ops for like a kid who. It's like this dude's not even that great. Well, he's just a fucking super deep cut. Like
that's the 6ix9ine story. Okay, all this gang shit is cool. Okay, because I remember seeing him. I was in the Hypebeast forums, big, 2012, 2015, until they shut it down, low-key.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing 6ix9ine in the Hypebeast forums, and he just had this a jersey type top and some mesh shorts, and they just had 6ix9ine over him. Looked like a completely different dude.
Oh, yeah.
But when I seen 6ix9ine pop off, I'm like, is this the fucking dude from the Hypebeast forums that was just a Hypebeast kid? Like, it's just kids seeking attention. They're gonna, what's getting the attention right now?
And the worst part,
I have to kill somebody. Oh, I have to be affiliated with the gang. Oh, I have to rob somebody. Oh, I have to post guns.
That's crazy.
Well, I have to post all this money, and I could get some clout, or I could go viral.
Pretty much.
But
that's the whole.
I think
formula.
the line too becomes: there's people who realize, damn, dude, I could just do this whole shit and fake all of it.
I mean,
you could sit Lil Mabu's like on that shit and like almost being like a troll culture of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
I'm not familiar with that.
You ain't hit the Lil Mabu, man.
He just does like weird diss songs. He did like a song with Christine Rock and shit, and just is like.
He got a song with.
Krishan
Is it
Rock.
Lil Baby?
The Louis Fendi.
No, Krishan Rock. Blueface.
Who's that girl?
Baby mama.
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go.
It's Blueface Baby Mama. No, he just did a song with Lil Baby. Was it Lil Baby?
I know.
He had a song with Lil Baby. I think he had him pick him up from school.
Shit
like that. Yeah, he weird. He got a song with 5 Foreign.
He's kind of a like troll rapper.
Talk about how to do a drill.
Okay.
The white dude.
Yeah.
But then here's the problem: is like those guys are semi like harmless. There are kids,
and it's just money that got them those features.
Yeah,
but the difference with them is they're not actually doing
for sure. But
it's the kids that actually take it that next step and be like, oh, I have to do that.
Yeah, really be doing it, and you're like, oh, this is not Battle of the Bands. Like this isn't like in the old like, hey, you're in a rock group and we're in a rock group and we're like. This is like,
I gotta eat the bat's head.
Yeah, we're not doing a fucking movie baseball game or something that like we all figure out and end peacefully. It's like, yeah, probably I'll just shoot each other eventually here, and it's like they're on No Jumper just being like, yeah, I'm coming for you. Crew's coming for you. Everybody's coming for you.
And they mean it. Or at the very least, they have people that are going to stand on it.
It's not like all these dudes
or they're talking to people that they know will stand on it.
A lot of like the Fulio. Is it Fulio that just passed away? Yep, like them niggas. Yeah, that.
And that's why I thought it was dope that those two big New York drill rappers were like, let's do a concert.
Yeah.
Let's put this to bed. If y'all really want, we can actually squabble,
but like
we can actually throw.
But let's get together and make this money.
Let's put this shit to bed.
It's just not
like
worth
we've been beefing since we were 14.
Yeah,
like y'all have had at least a 7-year beef since you're real children.
Young Thug and Rollo.
Yeah.
Him and they was beefing for the longest.
I remember seeing Young Thug in a random ass Birdman video. Birdman's in a hood in Atlanta. You just see the skinny dude walking with this big ass gun, dreads. He just walking in the background. It was Young Thug.
Yeah.
Rollo said when him and Young Thug was beefing, every time they seen each other, they didn't say nothing to each other. They just shot.
Yeah.
But that's actual real street shit,
right?
Too.
Yeah,
that's not a portrayal. That's not trying to act like something you're not.
Yeah,
so that's the difference, and that's what sucks about
what
these
it is
guys
now.
Being on
they
top.
Looking at it.
They're looking at it like I have to do that.
Yeah,
it's different when like you actually have to do that.
Well, and then there's people who are like,
we need another Kanye West.
Yeah, there's a chance for all sorts of people to make it. It's like for one style.
That's not necessarily true. So one thing that I loved about Chance the Rapper is this one snippet I heard from him.
Recently?
It was not even recently, and it's not even. Yeah,
he got a good one. No, he got a good one. He got a divorce from his wife. He been rapping again.
No, but this is.
Start rapping.
So it's just a sentence, really. He said the music industry is subsidized by the government.
Okay.
So when you know that,
yeah,
and you know that there has to be placements, you know that these companies have to make money and they know who to target. Like, you got to think, it's just all marketing. If this is what's hitting, I'm putting this up. And if the people that are backing me money-wise, whether I make money or lose money, they probably want this one thing to be popular amongst the youth.
Oh, it's...
You know what I mean?
It's all for sure gets pushed through. Like, that algorithm isn't just a random control. No. Things are getting fed into it. People are becoming more popular because of it. And it, again, becomes more of a... Who's the fucking... some singer girl... Her dad bought like 100,000 copies of her CD, got her onto the fucking charts. Fucking, now people see her on the charts. Oh, this song's on the charts. I listen to this song.
Just like I was saying.
They said Coco Jones was.
Who?
Coco Jones.
Who's Coco Jones?
Why do I know the name?
She a singer.
Okay.
You ever seen the new Fresh Prince?
No.
I haven't watched it.
You haven't watched it? Okay, so I can't really...
It looks too dramatic.
Yeah, I like it, though.
Slapstick.
So you've watched it?
I mean, I saw the trailer for it.
Oh, okay. I haven't even seen it.
I liked it. They made Carlton
a drug addict. Is Coco Jones the one that's on that Brent Fire song?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how she good on. She nice. That's hard. You hating on me because my daddy could buy 100,000 copies of my shit?
They said her father.
Is that her?
Is that
the one who did
I don't know, but I know they said her father is in the NFL, and they said
it don't
that's
matter.
the only reason she.
At the end of the day, if people fuck with my shit,
yeah, dude,
they
whatever.
gonna fuck with my shit.
Regardless.
At the end of the day, that's how the game goes anyway.
Without a doubt.
Why do you think anybody wants to get signed? For that bag, for that push?
Yeah.
Now, if you're not just getting signed for a tax write-off, because they sign artists for tax write-offs. Let's get that out the way. And that's not just because their music sucks. But if they find someone that fits all the things they're currently looking for, they're going to put that money behind them. They're going to put them on the charts. They're going to put them on your favorite podcast. They're going to put them on at the Apple Music radio show.
And never drop an album.
But
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the ones that actually want to highlight.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's part of the game already.
I was going to say,
if I don't sign to a major, it's just my daddy. What's the difference?
Everyone now is always like, they're like, this is all Nepo baby stuff. And it's like, hey, dude, heads up. The entire world, since a prince became a king, has seems like it's probably been some Nepo baby stuff, dude.
The world is ran on.
Since the time that they didn't do a fucking IQ test for this goddamn moron you just had with your fucking sister. So I'm pretty sure that this guy's probably not the most qualified, but he's who's here. And that's just how everyone's last name, they're like, oh, Smith. We used to be blacksmiths.
You gotta.
Your whole family at one point. You had to be a Nepo baby.
That's where the Smith last name came from.
Yeah, blacksmiths.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And if you think about it too, like when it comes to like it's crazy that not everyone is a Nepo baby.
Yeah, no, it's
and when you think about like let's say the NFL, right? Mm-hmm. When have you ever seen the last name Cromartie? Multiple of them.
Yeah.
Like there's just last names, I'm just using that as an example, but there's last names you've never heard of other than the NBA or the NFL. You feel me? Because it's like they just had their dad, their brother, their cousin was in the league.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's kind of a Nepo baby, even if it's not necessarily your dad. It's just like relationships.
Yeah. People that... The main thing to me is just like, hey, yeah, it makes sense if you were already hanging out at the job when you were a kid to be more comfortable in front of scouts because you know all of them to fucking do better at certain things. And a lot of times, especially like sports wise, one of them kind of sucks.
Well, you got to think
most of the time it's not a fucking the whole family's all. There's far less Peyton Mannings and Eli Mannings and a lot more Giannis's and whatever Giannis's brother's name is.
Because it's like you still got to be somewhat nice to be on the league roster for sure. But what are you contributing to the team you're actually on?
Yeah.
I was just listening to that on the
podcast.
Dude,
some of those dudes, it's like...
But what's ill is Giannis, so what I've heard off the internet or whatever, it may not be true, but I think it's true. It was in his contract, you got to sign my brother.
That's what I heard too.
Dude, Good on him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
what's wrong with that?
It's like, hey, check this out. My brother's a good guy. He's gonna be on the court when we need him. He's gonna be he'll be the one kicked out of a game. It won't matter. We could fucking rough a
last
guy
man
out.
on the roster.
We could really fucking
He could
rough a
probably
guy.
be the one that
He could just be the last man on the roster
He's
too.
probably in the locker room helping out a little bit.
Yeah, he pump everybody up when they feeling like
He's
they
like,
down.
he's like, I did get all the towels together, guys. Don't even worry about that one. I'm already on.
Drinks on me after this.
Big locker room guy.
Drinks on me.
But even then, like
I schedule the water park in between games.
No, but even aside from that, it's like a team is only going to play X amount of players anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like let him be the last man on the roster.
It don't matter. Yeah,
He
that
can
guy
practice
doesn't.
with us. He can practice with us.
Yeah.
Like, if you really want, maybe you can meld him into this crazy player.
Yeah, it's not.
If you're that good of a
Is
coaching
his brother
staff.
good though?
I don't know, but he's big as fuck.
Yeah, he's kind of the same
So
size.
it's like, if you want to really be a coach.
I think it's Thanos.
And something like that.
Be honest.
He
Be honest.
used to have 2 brothers on his team.
Which is even crazier, dude. It's like one.
Two other Antetokounmpos.
They're acting like
On his team?
It was 3 Antetokounmpos.
They're acting like it's hockey now, dude. That's where
crazy.
like hockey is one where they're like
That's where they do that.
all 6 brothers are in the NHL,
Yes,
and they're all just like kind of.
then
and that's a sport that I
But they're
love
all
about.
just kind of good. Like none of them are like one might be great.
See, they skipped that with the Ball brothers.
They're like, yeah.
They said,
No,
one
hell
of them.
no.
They
Hell
said
no.
one of
2
them
out
can't
of
go.
3.
Yeah.
They said one of them can't
That's
go.
cool.
They said
No,
one
I
of
guess
them.
they did have.
2
Yeah.
out of the 3. He still got a tryout.
Well,
I mean, I thought he was.
He's
And he's
still
playing
got a tryout,
overseas,
though.
wasn't he?
this is.
I mean, there's a lot of. That's the thing people don't mention too.
This would be
There's
the.
professional basketball outside the NBA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where you
100%.
can make a living.
I'm not discrediting that. I think it's just when we think
Well,
of
no, I wasn't even saying
you like when we think of like someone playing in the league, it's like I know you can go to fucking China and play for the Shanghai fucking Dragons and make a fucking $1 million a year, dude, and be in China and spend none of that essentially.
Even if it's only a couple hundred
And-
or
but
100,000.
you're paying nothing for anything.
Yeah.
And
that's what I'm saying. You don't have to even. That's a whole different type of money and like significance than if you're in America making 100,000.
But the real elephant in the room, dude. How do we feel about Bronny then?
I love it.
You think like LeBron just brought?
I don't
He just
give a
turned.
fuck.
We're kind of on a live podcast now because it's
Yeah.
like Bronny would be the third man, the Lakers arena would be the set, and it's still just LeBron and fucking Redick. They already had a podcast going. Just keep it going from the Lakers organization.
That's exactly
Bring the
what's
team
going
on. Maybe
that-
fire a
that
guy
was
on the
That's
show.
exactly what's going on.
Cut
That
a
was
guy.
the take a lot of the sportscasters and sports news people had. It's like, okay, like Redick and Bron did this podcast because he either knew he was going to get the job or because he wanted.
He wanted him to. I think there's some of
I
that.
feel like
lot
it's a
of power.
50-50. I feel like it's a 50-50.
It-
Because let's say JJ Redick wanted to actually be a coach, and he just so happened to fuck with LeBron.
100%.
And they talked to that behind the scenes.
And
they were
Bron
like,
said,
okay,
"No word."
let's highlight that and make money,
Yeah.
give us notoriety, and 3, show people that you can coach. Because all they were doing was talking about basketball.
Yeah, they were
games,
breaking shit
specific
down.
shit.
But I also think that would be a more fair statement had we not already seen LeBron be like, well, at like the owners meeting, I assume, to just be like, well, today I'll be picking the head coach. If anyone has any suggestions, I might weigh in on them, but I'll be picking who I believe we like.
I feel like
He knows-
it ain't that.
I feel like he got some
direct.
stock in the NBA.
Yeah.
I feel like it ain't
I think he
that
owes
direct,
something
but
up
if it's
in
like
the
if you show gripes with a coach, they're gonna take that.
And
That's just way more.
Well, and he's always been such a he's wanted to be.
He's taken
a
whatever
teacher.
head coach to the finals.
Yeah.
He's taken whatever team to the finals.
But he could be a coach. Where like Jordan, I don't think could be a coach in the same
He's
way.
not dealing with people.
Yeah,
Like
he
Jordan
too.
don't want to deal with people. Jordan, you deal with Jordan.
Well, to be fair, we see LeBron coaching.
Mm-hmm.
And like when we watch him, like he's coaching.
He's not like hiding.
I think he owns part of the NBA.
He's got a hip clipboard on. Like,
He got
his
too
side,
much
shooting free
power.
throws.
He got way too much power.
He's got a lot of power.
He got way too much power. He basically can go
Bruh.
inside an organization and be like, well, I think that we
That's
should
not-
do this.
You think that's too much power though?
Yes, because he could be like, I'm going to leave, and I'm pretty sure they probably...
Once in a lifetime talent that's literally carrying your league and your multi-billion-dollar business.
But I think the hard part...
He don't really have to say nothing. You just go off of what's going on around him.
So, how do you...
As a team owner, as a league overall, you got to think. We see all these crazy trades and all these crazy link-ups, but didn't the Lakers stop, who was it, Chris Paul, from going to the Lakers to ball with Paul Gasol and Kobe Bryant?
Yeah.
Was that Chris Paul?
That's Chris Paul.
So it's like the league denied that trade. And now we see all these crazy-ass super teams.
Well, and it was also just them, like, they flex their power in weird ways, but the way, like, LeBron James can dictate teams is just a thing we've never seen before.
No. See, so
and
that's
it
probably
only
what
makes
I'm
sense.
thinking.
But now, does it help the NBA? Because the NBA goes, all right, Boston just won.
And there's just a lot of new blood.
The Lakers are insane. They're going to suck, but it's a circus. So now, NBA's favorite spot since fucking 1988 again, they're like, it's Boston Lakers again, baby. And you're like, watch the two big teams. Because all the leagues love that old shit to think that's like,
that's a whole thing.
This is like the whole, like, relive, in 10 years it'll be like.
Wasn't that a video game, Bird vs. Magic?
Probably. I'm sure
there was a video game?
I want to say 100%, but I'll say 99%.
That's crazy.
Bird vs. Magic.
But y'all ever watch Winning Time?
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, the Lakers show.
Oh, man, I should have went back and watched that.
You ain't they canceled it at the wrong time though.
It was Jordan versus Bird.
Jordan versus Bird.
But even
which is kind of a weird one. It should have been
Sega?
That honestly.
It sounds like a Sega game.
Yeah.
I think Nintendo.
Oh
damn. I definitely would have guessed Sega.
Sega. That sounds like a Sega Genesis.
That sounds like some Sega shit. Sega was using like everybody's name.
But you got to think, before Jordan versus Bird, it was obviously Magic.
I mean, dude, honestly, I'll be the first to say I don't even really think of like Jordan versus Bird that much. That's not like a combo.
Was that a thing?
I'm sure it was at a point.
Eastern Conference thing.
But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I guess they had a good amount of overlap, but
I feel like
Bird was.
I thought they was more so beefing with the Knicks.
Bird was beefing with the Knicks for sure a little bit.
I was about Jordan.
No, Jordan was like Knicks and Detroit too.
In Detroit.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, Detroit.
That's the one when they had the Royal Rumble.
No.
Which
no. Ain't that when he was beefing with Isaiah Thomas?
No, that's when he was beefing with Isaiah Thomas. He kept him off the Olympic team.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the Royal Rumble you're talking about?
Yeah. Was it a Royal Rumble?
Are you talking about the Malice in the Palace?
That too, I know about that.
That's
But
that's the one.
So I probably
that's
thinking that. I'm probably thinking
I bet
that
those
they
dudes
did
threw
it
some hands too.
Yeah, I could have sworn they fought.
Shout out Detroit. Love throwing hands, dude. Just like fucking hockey time.
Were those not the best series, Cavs versus Pistons?
Oh
I
yeah,
hated that. I hated
Chauncey,
that.
Rasheed, and Rip
With the mask.
Ben Wallace,
Ben Wallace.
fucking squad, dude. Ben Wallace and Rasheed Wallace. At a certain point in time, I was like, these are the two coolest basketball players that exist.
Oh,
I was like, these are like.
I thought the Pistons overall back there was just the greatest team ever.
Well,
it was
yeah,
just hard.
I
was obviously rooting for Brown.
You had Rick Hamilton with a mask. I ain't never seen that shit ever in my life. He was hooping with a mask on.
If you're like
looking like the Phantom of the Opera hitting threes and layups.
You're like, this rules. This feels. It felt a little like And One mixtape just coming to like the court because I'm pretty sure.
Real dudes.
Yeah, like Ben Wallace came out of fucking like community college.
Yeah, like a Tri-C.
Yeah, like he came out of a weird Tri-C
really?
thing.
Yeah,
like
if not Tri-C.
Yeah, dude, Sheed's wearing Air Force One highs. Like,
I
mean, it was like a sick team to watch. Where you're like, this is perfect for this era. It was like it felt like
Street Boys.
I wish.
But they were coming off of that Bad Boys era.
Yeah, and they were coming off of being. It was a really cool fucking team. I mean, it sucks now. Unfortunately, they're the worst team. Their coach got fired and still, I think, getting paid all sorts of weird guaranteed money too, dude.
Like
I think that coach kind of got the deal of the lifetime.
That's fire.
Easily.
I heard Lonzo Ball still getting paid too.
Oh, so I bet if you looked up,
I mean, you have to.
And I heard, but he not on no team or nothing like that.
Oh, someone cut him.
No, these motherfuckers, some of these dudes.
Don't give me the line. I'll just be reading shit. And
there's like a list of dudes that get paid until there's a super famous baseball one.
Bobby Bonilla.
Is it Bobby Bonilla?
Yeah, he got my last name. That's the only famous professional sports player ever.
Dude, but he's got a crazy.
Like
He's got a crazy contract deal.
Got to be somewhere though.
He was a NASCAR driver. He was getting paid till like fucking like.
He's still
Tuesday.
getting paid. He gets paid every year $1 million.
Yeah,
and he's been getting paid. He hasn't been in the league in 20, 30 years.
Yeah,
that's fine.
AI's got a sick deal with fucking Reebok.
Lifetime
deal, and at what is it, 60 or something? He gets paid like
a big old
lump sum. Big ass lump sum, and it's like good for AI.
But you know, he just got hired back at Reebok.
Now he's like
him and Shaq,
vice president, and I think Shaq's
Shaq.
the CEO.
Yep.
AI's the vice president.
Which, as much as I do love Shaq and AI, I do just hope there's like a couple guys who don't have like honorary doctorates in there who are like actually like, yeah, we actually do like Shaq. I'll do whatever, but like you got to do TNT today, baby. You can't like I got to do some paperwork in this motherfucker.
To be fair though, obviously he's not handling this specific business. He has so many businesses.
But it's sick that
he's got to have the ill team to run it.
Oh, of course, and I think Shaq and AI are probably.
Like with Reebok though, that's probably his most hands-on company. If you're the
CEO, AI or
Shaq.
Oh yeah.
If you're the CEO of a company, you have to perform certain tasks.
I think he also is. I think one of his greatest strengths is probably knowing when to let other people step into some of those roles and make you money. You know what I mean? Where he's like, he's not gonna sit there and like fucking be anal about everything and be like. Going over every single... He's like,
bro, you gotta think.
This is what I want. Like, you probably see him once in a while, but he... No way is just in the Reebok office every day.
I think he just got that role just because of the strip that...
I mean, he's their number
one. I love number one business with him and shit like that.
I love to think AI is the exact opposite, though, and is in office every day.
I would think the opposite.
But it's funnier to me if AI is in the office every day and he's just stalking the halls, like just in like his like draft.
He's just
in his draft.
Hey, creeping through the door like
he's still in his draft day suit, so it's that big long crazy, and he's just like
zip up.
What are we doing in here?
We need to find an AI that can generate that image.
That would be so great too. Like
walking through the Reebok offices, with that
drinking like coffees. That would be the
with
fucking.
That would
be dude. That would be
hair half braided.
That would be
his afro. His mom in the office about to face the
dude. That would be the sickest Reebok ad campaign.
For sure.
To have him
as a marketing, that would be a fire.
Him reliving some of his best picks, but like at the Reebok office, where it's like, him like in like the lounge, like getting his hair redone by his mom, or like him at like a water cooler in his big draft day suit.
Bro. That's low-key what's missing from marketing.
You need to go holler at them.
Is those nostalgic type.
Well, yeah, it's
like you got to think 90s. Sports commercials, fucking early 2000s
was fire,
insane, and that's what was dope about Anthony Edwards shit.
Oh yeah.
His commercials like took it back.
Well, not love
to that feel.
Ant's got an energy too that's so fucking.
It has to be with the right person.
He's a dark guy, dude.
That's why I feel like he's gonna be the face of the NBA.
No, not like a dark guy, but he's just like he's got that Jordan bite, that like or a KG same kind of thing, where it's like this look in someone's eyes. Where they're just like...
I feel like if you're putting millions of dollars behind a guy to have a shoe or to be part of your brand, you can have them act.
Oh, for sure.
I don't think he's
acting. I think...
No, I'm not even saying that, but I'm saying you could make that
same crushes
type of
it outside of those games. He's like a great personality. At the Olympics thing, he was like... They're like, oh, how do you feel about having all these extra stars here? He's like, all right, it's fine. I'm still number one option. Like... And that shit rules. It's like good, dude. Like
that's
I want.
Fucking hard.
That's
we need to be the face of the NBA.
Don't care.
Don't care.
I'm playing with Steph.
Yeah. Don't care.
Guess
who's about to get more buckets?
Locked him up.
And that's me.
Who's gonna get the most? Me.
I think KG talks about like the most, where they would just have practices of them just fucking one-on-ones, just going to war, and it's like. That is, I don't need my athlete to fucking donate every waking hour of his free time to charity. I don't need him to fucking be in every movie. If this dude wins and wins like a fucking dog, like just doesn't give up, dude. Yeah. Chirping in every player's ear, whether they've been on his goddamn team before or this is their first goddamn game. He is like, I'm going to fucking kill you right now. Like that just energy. That
attitude and demeanor.
And no matter how good you are, is like, that's Kobe, that's KG, that's Jordan, and I think that's like Ant's energy.
He got that.
1,000,000%.
And I don't think there's anyone else in the NBA. Right? I don't personally think LeBron has that same energy. I think
he's never had that.
I think he's
except for when he went to Miami. When he went to Miami,
he was a little pissed in Miami.
That was even past that though. That's just bad guy energy.
Yeah, he just
I'll be the bad guy.
Yeah, he felt like he wasn't a great heel in like wrestling terms. You know what I mean?
Perfect.
It's like I want like a heel that I'm just like this guy's gonna do anything.
And he's not even a heel though. That's what makes it even like because he found that fine. Not even found that fine line. He is that fine line of like he's that hooper's hooper. And he gets buckets. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
At the press conferences, he's talking how he talk. He's not trying to be clean.
No, and I think
Anthony. Yeah. I think that's the best part about him. He doesn't try to keep it clean.
He's just a straightforward dude.
It's who he is.
They don't care about anything else. They care about this fucking game. Everything outside of there, you can joke about. Like Kobe was funny. Like Kobe would have weird, funny little
You ever seen them commercials? Are you the beast that's inside the beast that's inside the beast? Kobe Bryant, what the fuck are you talking about? You're welcome. That's funny as shit.
Yeah, no.
But he had good like interview shit too, where he'd be like fucking with Shaq and shit, and it's just like, I would say more, they love like firing up competition, like UFC style. Like UFC fighters want to talk about shit and like rile the other person up. Mm-hmm. That's how like those dudes talk, and I respect that.
DeRozan did an interview. DeRozan just did an interview, and he's talking about how Kobe. He did like, you be wearing Kobe's. He's like, so when you go against Kobe, you gonna wear them shoes? And he's like, nah. So he wore some J's. So he went against Kobe and shit like that. And Kobe walked up to that nigga and said, "You got those bum ass shoes on." And he said, "You seen that?" And then he said they ended up calling the time up, and they had like a couple of seconds left on the clock. And then he said he walked up to that nigga and was like, "You gave me too much time." And then went out there and won the game. And he said as soon as he got done with the game, he wanted to.
This is the same game.
Yeah, and he said as soon as he got done with the game, he said, "Take those bum ass shoes off."
I told you, I won. Like I know you be wearing my shoes.
I love that though.
I love that shit, dude. Take those bum ass Jordan used to make up things about the other team to make him mad enough to just go at these niggas.
Because you know how much of a psychopath. Wait, so he used to tell shit in his head?
He used to know shit was not true, make shit up, project that shit, and be like, "Nigga, what you talking about?"
That's ill. That's ill. That's almost something serious.
Well, those dudes,
and I feel like there was no one closer to Jordan than Kobe. Because LeBron's just a better overall basketball player.
LeBron's a different kind of player. Yeah, Kobe.
He's a purely basketball player.
I think
he was made just for that.
It's got to be this weird. It's a competitive drive. Like it's the reason like Jordan loves gambling. Wayne Gretzky loves gambling. Like these dudes who their whole life has been competition and like. My skill, like, let me see if my skill and luck of chance gets me this. It's like they want to live that. They need adrenaline.
That's Goku.
Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan did get a slice of pizza the night before the game, and he took that personal. That was different. He didn't get a slice of pizza, so he went out there and scored 40 points.
That's not petty. They're a petty group of people.
Yo, that was the crazy.
But I think
when I heard that,
I think those dudes, that trait is unteachable to me.
No, that's just like
embedded.
Because you see dudes who come into leagues where Webby and Wembanyama.
I thought he was about
and then Wemby.
I thought he was about Boosie and
I was like, I'm getting a little Boosie now. Finally, I transitioned to where I wanted. My little boozy bit.
Is it my color? It's my color.
No, there was. He was doing some interview with this kid who got drafted #1 in the NHL, who's like also super young, and these dudes are guys who were like Marinovich project, like built to play the game that they play. And these two dudes are having one of those like, hey, we're both rookies and we're super young and we're going into our leagues. It's the most boring ass conversation I've ever heard in my life, dude. These dudes have never done anything outside of fucking playing this game. They're all just like, how tall are you? Wow. Is ice skating hard? Yeah. It's like, Jesus Christ. I want to see dudes who just... It was... I forget what the fucking kid's name was. But it's this Canadian kid who...
Oh, you're talking about hockey, my bad.
Yeah, and he was like an all-star, and he's like 19. And it's like, the dudes who are bred to be that good, I'm like, sometimes they're okay, but they're not like killers.
You gotta be like,
why'd you bring up Wemby? Did I miss it?
No, because like, I don't think Wemby has that either. Like, I don't think
well,
dudes...
he's also from a whole different culture, to be fair.
I agree, but his
because you gotta think of Nikola Jokic.
Jokic is
just his demeanor. You fuck with him for his fucking demeanor.
I don't know if
Jokic, he's a badass dude.
I like
fuck with Jokic.
I like Jokic shit, but he's like a weird. He almost
that's
just
the horseman, right?
Yeah, the horseman.
The horse. I just want to be here. I just want to go home and ride my horses.
That's all. That's all he cares about. No, he's got some horses too. He's doing races.
I was like, ain't no way he just going home to ride some ponies.
He's not riding ponies. He's raising them and loving them. Like that's just his babies.
I just love thinking about his big ass on
all those.
His feet still touching the ground.
Just the front of his foot is dragging on the ground.
Very fun for me now.
Well, have you seen his Despicable Me commercial? Hilarious.
Well, yeah.
So you know,
just Despicable Me commercial,
bro.
He's cool
because they were like, they keep calling me Gru, and the nigga look. Once they showed that commercial, like he looked like Gru.
Okay. Yeah, 100%.
He's just taller.
He's on Eastern European. He's not a real Eastern European vibe, but like once the NBA's done, like even when they won, he's like, are you excited for the parade? He's like, oh, I got to stay for the parade. I was gonna try and just go home.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck. He doesn't. That's hard.
I love that. Yeah. That's like the coolest nonchalant shit ever. But again, it's like a Kobe or a KG is like weirdly at the arena still for like 4 hours just playing strangers who are like, I could beat you. And he's like, yeah, okay.
I got a story about
that. Seems like some Kobe KG type
KG,
shit.
I was about to say KD because listen, when I met KD in LA and me and him argued about having a 33 game and who would win. At 3 o'clock in the morning.
You were telling KD you could beat him in basketball?
Yes, and he was arguing with me back saying that I can't. Like, he was arguing with me back. Then he was like, put some money on it. I said, shit. All right, how much? He was like, how much you got? He was like, whatever's in your bank account. He's like, how much you got? I said, whatever's in your bank account. Whatever's in your bank account, we playing for.
You are stupid.
Stan had to go grab me. Stan was like, man, get your dumb ass and throw me in the truck.
Because KD, he don't play that shit.
No, he would check. He would take it.
Don't fuck with that.
He would take it.
He would take your phone and transfer himself that money. Yeah. Open your bank. Give me your Face ID.
At a certain point in my life, that would have been beneficial. I've been like, oops, someone's down $324, dumbass. Gotcha. My bank's already probably going to notice that one.
With $150. It's like, this is the last day of my trip, bucko.
I just did 6 orders on Amazon.
But that'd be a great story.
Oh, of course. I mean, my dad...
I lost $120 to Kevin Durant.
My dad played LeBron in a one-on-one at a Labor Day party in like 2007 or 6, and he still is like.
So this is.
He'll tell me he was like, yeah, I played LeBron once, and I was like,
did he score a point?
I don't know.
No shot.
If he got a shot off that, he won.
No, LeBron is blocking you.
But that's what I'm saying.
He's 6'8".
If he got a shot off,
you're not scoring a bucket on LeBron.
It's a possibility LeBron's never given up a bucket to an Irishman.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
An Irishman might have never put a bucket in.
How tall is your dad?
Not shorter than me.
Damn.
What are we talking about? He's not making anything, but
my
it's hard that
LeBron was wrong. LeBron was wrong for saying, I played.
He was probably just having fun.
Oh, yeah, they were just having a... Dude, that night...
He might have let him shoot. It's that kind of environment, you feel me?
We were...
playing me.
I went downstairs because they were like all playing poker, and I was grabbing like a drink from like a basement cooler. first time I'd ever seen. That's still probably to this day most cash I've just ever seen on a table.
Hold on, who's playing?
It was like LeBron, like his whole crew, because like Romeo was there.
LeBron just was in his
house. Romeo.
Romeo who?
Romeo.
Isn't it Robo and Travis?
Oh, never mind.
Listen, I'm thinking Lil Romeo.
I was like, Romeo was there? This is hard.
But listen,
this story is
listen,
hard.
the crazy thing
2006, 2007,
LeBron is just in his basement.
Yeah.
LeBron is in his basement playing poker.
Not my basement.
Oh, I was
no.
There's a rich white house way out in Hinckley.
Oh, I'm like,
this
man.
is at a whole different
Not in my
establishment.
I'm like, LeBron just in your crib.
The panic attack my mom would have if she was like, sounds like LeBron James is coming over. She's like, we just got to burn the place down. Telling the whole house caught on fire. I can't clean this motherfucker up to have LeBron James in here. You know how tall he is? He's going to notice the crack in the ceiling immediately. He's directly looking up at it.
Oh, man.
The West Park house is for people like 5, 7 and up.
Man,
below.
listen. But that's not my mama's ex-boyfriend used to be in the gambling spot back when like Chris Oakley and all of them was playing in the NBA. So this is like in the 80s, 90s and shit like that. Yeah, he said he used to be gambling with them all the time too.
Whenever he come into town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like he'd be with the Cavs and shit like that. All that type of shit. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's just like, these people are real people, you feel me? So
like regular people.
If they want to do something, they can do it, and they don't have to do it with the regular people.
Yeah.
Certain things, at least, you feel me?
Like, it's just like, but you can't try that now though.
No. Yeah, you can.
Shit.
They do.
Shit.
They do.
Not with like regular people.
You just have what are they called? Concierges. You feel me?
Yeah,
Every city you go to, you just got the man you know to hit up to get around the people you really want to be around. You feel me? And if they don't even have the concierge, they're checking in with who they feel.
Someone's getting
like a fake
right
name.
direction.
Okay.
Someoone's always got a little concierge for you. That's not even. Them motherfuckers are in like Ocean's 11.
You're not finding the random dude at the game.
No. I think no. I think it'd be somebody that they know though.
To the hood. That's a concierge. You feel me?
No, like I feel like it'd be like somebody that'd be like, all right, so boom, say it's like me and you, like it was like, and I'd be like, and you was like, hey, not that I'm that type of person though, but you was like, hey, me and
so
Devin, Spider about to have a little gambling night. He bringing and all that type of shit come through, and I come through.
People just know who to somebody that knows who to surround that person with.
Right, but then I come through. But then it's like if I was like a shiesty ass nigga, I come through and I get sorry I lost all my bread and be like, yeah, these niggas up here.
You're talking about what you mean? Who are you?
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like that could never happen. Like where like people could just have like basketball players and celebrities and shit like that could like just gamble all freely like they used to.
No,
I feel like it could be like one person but I feel like it could be like one person out of there that could be like, let's set these niggas up.
Oh no,
they're not around that.
No, because it's all digital dollars and shit, dude. And it's like
not even that. Because more than likely it is gonna be cash. But at the same time, it's like you're just not even around them people. And if you are around them people, that's your fault.
I mean,
and those games have been going on, I think, for so long that the places that do offer to like high-end clientele, because that for sure exists, and it's like if it's not necessarily in a casino, but in like a more private setting, it's like if you're at a certain level of even like celebrity, I bet some people who are like internet famous who got like a couple million and just made it yesterday go up there and they're like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I bet a lot of security, millions of dollars going through it. You're gonna be paying like,
I didn't think about that.
You know what I mean? You're gonna be paying motherfuckers to be like, yo, dude, no funny. Like I bet
everybody take phones.
Every room is as soon as you walk in, your card is your phone.
I'm talking about people still do the regular shit though too. Not everybody's trying to spend big dollars. So it's like if you know the right guy, they gonna get you in them games.
Yeah, you can go play.
Every city has some money, you feel me? And there's gonna be motherfuckers that's doing underground shit.
There's little games that like I remember when I had to shop, some dude every once in a while I'd be like, yo dude, I'm trying to put this game on. Like, can I use the place? I'll set everything up. I just need the one side and you'll get like this break of it. And I was like, sure. And he just never like followed through. He's always like, oh, this guy fell out or whatever. And it's like, I'm like, hey man, it's cool, but like, I feel like you need something more like legit. Like if I'm gonna go into one of those things and it's like it's a video game. You start at like, I'm putting in $200. Not bad. $2,000. It's an okay place. $20,000. There's a fountain in the front. That's pretty cool. $200,000. Yeah, all the drinks I can get. This shit is nice inside. And then it's like, it just keeps going up. And dudes have money that they're like, I don't care about this.
Yeah.
This is not even real money to me. So like, yeah, they just pop that shit off.
I would love to be like a fly on the wall in one of them environment stuff. I don't even want to gamble. I just would like to see it.
That's what I'm saying. I would love to just be
I want to be at the table.
I don't even want to be at the table. I just want to hear them talking shit. I just want to hear. I just want to see it.
I already assume that these dudes is doing it. I already know. Because like I just said, everybody's just a regular, real person.
You know what I can tell you?
And if you have an ego, you talk. I already know they talking even crazier, or they put on an image. You feel me?
Right.
It's one of those three things.
I bet a great job is one of those rooms, fucking dealing like whatever card game or whatever, or fucking serving like drinks or fucking working a bar or some shit.
Fire.
People there got fucking. Everyone wants to spend money. Everyone's gonna just give you chips. I was just listening.
That tip gonna be crazy when you leave it,
dude. I was just listening to.
Give me that job.
I think Dana White was on like Flagrant 2, and he was talking about he's battling Caesars this year, and he's like, I'm up this much. And
you said Caesar. I think you said seizures. I'm like, what?
No.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, no, you talking about casino?
Caesar's Palace.
You talking about the casino?
Yeah. So he's
that's
like
the only casino that'll let him play still.
Well, so what he said is
he's banned from every casino in Vegas except for like one.
So
what called the number on him?
No, it's not even that. He just be winning.
All right.
So the problem with that,
who is he?
Dana White.
I heard the name.
I got you.
UFC.
Okay.
Not Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
The other ball dude.
Okay.
He owns the UFC, and
part owner now.
The way he explained it was he's technically not banned from places, but he is no longer able to play at the level the amounts that he wants to play.
That makes more sense.
So that's what
he's banned from certain limits.
Yeah, someone was asking about that Mickey dude who's got like the
he bets crazy money.
Have you ever seen that like Mickey? I don't know what his last name is, but he's a gambler dude. He's got a bunch of face tats. He's on like no jumper and shit all the time. But they all play Baccarat.
That's the game.
And
I
heard that's the one they
Asian people playing that.
And this dude was like, "Yo,
it's the best odds in the
This dude Mickey goes, I figured out the secret. I made all this money. I'm banned from all these places."
I think I've heard of this dude actually.
And someone asked Dana White about it, and they're like, "Oh, do you know about this guy?" And he's like, "No." And they're like, "Yeah, he said he's banned from all these like casinos and shit." He's like, "Okay, well that's like the wrong wordage of it. You're not like banned from the casino. You're just banned from playing high stakes because you just have hit like."
But what if he's actually banned though?
The other dude could be if you'd have to get caught cheating. Like there's only like a handful of things that truly get you banned. That like it'd be like
you can't just win legitimately.
No, there's no. They're never gonna ban someone that way. They're gonna be like, "Yo, you can just play $200 hands and like clean up all night, whatever." But that's gonna lose us.
But you can't do it.
I'll let you win. Yeah, I'll let you win $32,000, whatever. But like now we're talking about like millions of dollars,
even hundreds of thousands.
Oh yeah, I mean,
if somebody's up hundreds of thousands on a casino, they're like,
and Baccarat is like apparently the best odds game
in
the casino. And Dana White goes, when he wins $1 million, he stops. So he just hard out at $1 million. But he goes, "Oh, I always tip the dealer like $10,000." And I'm like, God damn, dude.
You gotta think though, these dealers are either handpicked by them. Or they just have crazy tenure.
He said the whole room, which no surprise, he's like, it's all like Asian community, and they're like everyone's got like crazy. Well, he's like he's like it's a lot of Chinese dudes, and they got fucking really eclectic like superstitions, because there's like colors, like Chinese culture has all that.
I'm not familiar with the game.
So I don't know the game either, but he's like,
they're following these.
But they're like, they're looking at little things, or like if someone's next to them in a room, they'll just like sequester him to a corner and be like, you can't be biased. You're fucking bad luck.
What's that movie? Something Brooklyn. Oh my god, what is the movie where it's like the little kid, he grows up, he wants to like Sonny.
Goodfellas. No, not Goodfellas. The Bronx Tale.
Bronx Tale. Like, because when they were shooting dice or whatever, nigga would send people to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Go in the bathroom. He had like 3 or 4 people in this small ass store. Because he was like, I don't fuck with your juju.
Yeah, there was one person that came in. There was one dude that came in. They're like, no, you can't play.
Yeah, what's his name?
But that's all the crazy name. It was like Shaky or some shit like that.
Oh, Sonny?
No, the one that was fucked with the bad juju.
Oh, I remember that dude. That's one of those ones I've only seen like 2 times.
What? And I just watched it recently. It's on YouTube.
The only thing I remember really from it is, and this is because I was tripping one time and like it was a whole like joke between everyone where people kept coming into the sunroom and we just go, and now you can't sleep. And just like over and over, and we were all dying laughing, and everyone's like,
"Oh, I remember that scene. Yeah, when the bikers came to the bar, was causing
and they're like, and now you can't sleep." And they're like, people would just be like, "What is happening down here?" I think we were playing euchre at the time, so it was just a very wild moment.
What is euchre, bro?
Euchre's a card game.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh no,
I play Yu-Gi-Oh. He definitely didn't say that.
Yeah. No, euchre's like a 4-person card game. It's a good like gambling game.
Oh, it's like
yeah.
So like chunk a little bit,
huh? Like I think there's a couple games that are like kind of close to it.
Okay.
Gotcha. I want to say someone said maybe like Bridge is kind of close to it.
I've heard people playing Bridge.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of that before.
It's like 10,000.
I know Spades, Biz, Whist, and Tunk.
Goldfish. I barely know Spades.
Yeah, I don't know.
I always have to be reminded of the rules.
Dominoes?
Spade is. They taught me how, but
that's the same game for me. I gotta just be reminded of the rules.
Yeah. And dominoes are pretty easy because it's just like you just gotta get multiples of 5.
Yeah.
At least by the game I play.
To score the
to like score.
Yeah, because you set the point or whatever. You gotta reach at least this.
Yeah.
And that's like how it's looking like Spades a little bit in a weird type of way, points wise. But yeah, though.
Well, okay. Back to the shoes. Did y'all see what you think is the top of the year so far?
I would have to go through.
I think I've seen it.
Because I went through the shoes this year.
All right.
Not shit, really.
Dude, they just dropped the Tekken foam posit.
How you feel about that?
Which one is that one?
They just, I think someone just, Brooke Owens posted it today. And he was like, damn, you should have hit your boy up. Mud even done this shit for free.
How you feel about it?
It's whatever, dude. It doesn't even, like, really have, it doesn't seem super Tekken.
Nothing. And it's inside the suit. In the box.
They didn't drop them yet.
No, they haven't dropped it. They just released
well, I was
actually drop shoes.
Yeah. But what the fuck? This is a collab with Tekken?
Yeah, dude.
Were they about to drop? Didn't they just drop a Tekken?
I mean, they should have just dropped a whole Nike fucking King fit.
What brands?
That'd be hard.
What brand do you think is doing the best this year? In terms of everything overall. Like, I'm not giving you too many stipulations, but when you hear that.
All right.
Shout out to Cortez.
Nike.
No, what brand? Oh, no, I'm talking about shoes. My bad.
Oh, I was about to say.
You're like, yeah, that is.
No,
he was the island? Cortez Island?
He was talking about the designer.
Yeah, I know. The British kids.
Yeah.
I thought for sure he was talking about the Nike model first.
Well, Nike fucking did lose a bunch of stock. Nike stock just hit their, like, some quarterly thing, and the stock went down.
Because they not putting out nothing.
Nothing anyone wants,
Nothing is innovative. They're not making anything feel good. Like,
well, and then also,
I feel like people are buying more GRs than they're buying the limited shoes.
Yeah.
People that would normally buy limited shoes.
I agree. There's more like regular shoes that just look good that are wearable. And if all these fucking like limited release things are just gonna kind of look like whatever anyways, it's like, I'm just gonna buy this one. They're just as like
And
it's not even one for one.
That's Nike's whole thing too, and it's like there's too many other competitors now.
Yeah.
So if it's like if you don't want the basketball sporty type shoe, Nike doesn't have too many other alternatives.
100%. They don't have. They have the long distance running. Is hard.
This new shoe that's coming out like this weekend or next weekend is hard.
With the football shoe?
I don't know if it's a football shoe, but the one that has like the little holes on the side looks like an
Air Max
okay. Thing. Like that's hard. Like they don't do a good job of like marketing it and pricing it to where it makes sense for the alternative.
It's hard because it's a market saturated on people wanting like 6 silhouettes. So it's hard to break out a bunch of these other ones.
Yeah, especially if you're known for those.
I think we're doing a better job now more than ever of getting like those other silhouettes out there where people are like, "Oh, cool! I don't have to get a dunk."
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You can get a blazer, dude. You can get something like different just because you like the colorway of it. Mm-hmm. You don't have to. I like that. You don't have to get something anymore in my mind.
But then even those silhouettes though, people are only gonna buy maybe one colorway. But nowadays people are low key wanting like something comfortable. The models that you're buying from Nike are from the 90s.
Yeah. Oh, they haven't changed.
So it's like if I really want to like, I feel like that's where shoes is going. Like, okay, what's the actual functionality? And I don't have to pay the most.
Yeah, and that's
anything like that from Nike is over $200.
Well, that's where you're also getting like, I think the brands who have been doing the best are New Balance is up there,
Saucony,
Asics is up there.
Yeah, Asics for sure.
Saucony is up there.
Adidas fighting for their life.
What Saucony's been doing.
Adidas is just like unloaded. They're just a guy having a yard sale of Yeezys, dude. That they're like, someone buy them. They might be on Froggy Flips next week for me, dude. He might find a couple of these fucking Yeezy boxes at a yard sale.
Man, listen,
because nobody wants
runners. Let me know. Size 10. I need a pair.
They're out there.
Dude.
My cousins had a pair for $80.
Yeah, they're gonna do that. You might get them for $60.
I would hope.
I don't know about $60. Maybe certain colorway.
I think they just want them shits out of there.
They want.
I think Adidas wants they gotta make their money back.
Think about this though: the fact that you can't think of a significant shoe, and we're already damn near midway through July.
There's not.
Cause like you said last time, Action Bronsons. Okay, cool, but those were nowhere near as good as his first set. So it's like if that's the shoe that comes to mind, it just came out, and you can't really think of nothing else. That's how you know it's a weak ass year.
For sure.
Yeah, there hasn't been anything that's ultra crazy.
That's why Nike just keep throwing up old shoes and shit like that.
Yeah, with the Wu-Tang dunks, they're like, okay, we got to do something to pique our interest again. Because if people can't get the Wu-Tangs, maybe they'll get some other dunk.
Damn, who got a shoe of the year? Like, who got a good shoe?
I can't think of a shoe of the
year. Well, the hard part for me, too, is like...
I can say the Reimagines.
I don't have anything...
Did those come out this year?
The fours.
The Breads?
Mm-hmm.
But that's such a, like, like, to me...
It's not even fair with that shoe.
Yeah. I feel like that's...
It's like, okay, say those cool. That's been the shoe of the year multiple times. Like,
but that's the only thing I could think of,
which is crazy.
I can't...
Because... And not to be funny or nothing, but I like what Crocs is doing. They're getting all the licenses you like.
Yeah, I mean...
They're making them themed, fun.
Other brands are going to do more fun
appealing
to everyone else. And it's like... Yeah, it's just a fun thing. It's a lot less niche than it used to be to collect.
So to be fair, it's cool that they're doing the collab with Tekken. You feel
me?
Yeah. Because Tekken, I was just playing Tekken the other night for the first time since I was a child.
I'm telling you, though, how sick would it have been to do, instead of that shoe, you do the whole fucking King fit. And then just did like a shirt. What's he wearing?
Like a whole
depending on which
Cortez? You're talking about like a whole
It would depend on which one.
You just... Well, because here's the thing. If you're going to make the shoe...
Collection.
To make that little collection, though, the fucking clothes are... Half the time they do it, it's a complete afterthought. And it's very obviously, like... There's a reason a lot of that, like, Nike, like, Utopia stuff is... Or Cactus Jack stuff doesn't get as much... That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, no one's, like... It's not the shoe.
So you wouldn't say the Linens was the best? Because that's what I'm hearing right now. Is that the Linens?
The Forces?
Yeah, was the best shoe that came out so far.
I'm not mad at that, but also if that's You're a contender for shoe of the year, and it's a retro that's came out recently when Kith opened in Miami.
I heard it was a Japanese release.
When Kith Kith opened in Miami, they released that shoe.
Oh, okay.
For Art Basel.
That sounds that read.
In like 2015.
I looked in with Ronald Feig. He said, yeah. He said, can we do soft serve with them? Can we do a swirl?
Exactly. So it's like okay, that's shoe of the year. Yes, at one point it was like this hasn't come out in 20 years, but this just came out less than 10 years ago.
Yeah, I agree.
It's supposed to be this coveted shoe. So it's like if one of your most coveted shoes is the shoe of the year, it's a cheat code.
Yeah,
for sure.
They doing. But did you see that Nike about to
re-release?
I'd rather the cactus plant over those.
It's when Disney used to pull the fucking like 90s classics out of the vault and be for one time only.
Yeah.
Disney's pulled Peter Pan out of the vault. And we're all like, oh shit, dog, Peter Pan.
To be fair though, they're not in a
like,
for one, a competitive market. For two, it's like you have actual classics.
Yeah.
You don't make a lot of movies in general.
Well, yeah, but like I think with Nike, it's like, dude, you have a bunch of really cool shoes that you aren't even redoing. You could do some of those. I'm hyped. I'm kind of pumped. I like the Deons are coming back.
I want to see something new too.
Well, I shouldn't say that because one of my top shoes of the year is the Bodega Saucony. That bitch is fire, and it's on a classic Saucony model. So I guess I shouldn't say the thing about the model, but come up with something creative, a colorway at least. That's not. You can come out with the Jordan 4, but give me something new. Give me something refreshing.
Well,
like the Jordan 4 SB. Boom. Shoe of the year.
Yeah.
Shoe of the year. All you had to do was put Nike SB on.
Did that come out last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think some what's the name?
And it's like give me a good original colorway. Classic thing, and you add a little twist. It's a bonus.
The Nigel Sylvester is gonna be the shoe of the year.
I don't know, dude.
Those are ugly as fuck. What are we talking about?
Them bitches is screaming Team Jordan, dude.
The Jordan 3s that just came out with the
Jordan 3 lows.
That's
crazy.
Those are way better than those.
Oh, the Nina Chanel's.
The Nina Chanel.
Them fire.
Like that's a contender for shoe of the year.
Yeah, I could put that up there.
That's a contender.
All right, here's, for instance, what my top 10 of like last year was. So I had like Joe Fresh New Balance bellies, fire.
Those were fire. Mm-hmm. I could have got those too.
Oh, Nike did the Stussy Air pennies. Those are hard.
Well, even the Stussy Humaras this year.
There we go. Yeah.
Whoa.
Humaras.
They about to drop a pair of those?
They already did 3.
When?
If not 4. A couple months ago, I think. Supreme did them too, but I didn't care for Supremes.
Yeah,
I can say camo one was hard.
I can say undefeated Humaras.
Oh, undefeated. My bad, not Stussy.
Oh, okay.
I think Stussy did them too, though. No. I think Stussy did them too, though.
I hate to get us a little off shoe talk, but big news from Sean Stussy.
S double. I feel weird
S
about
double is new brand. He's, I think,
elevated. They're elevated.
No, it's him coming out of retirement.
Yeah.
Oh, he hasn't been working with Stussy.
I think he sold Stussy.
He sold Stussy.
I mean, let's all give Stussy and Massimo credit.
Yeah, James.
I'm a big old Massimo head guy, and him and Stussy, I believe, came up together.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with that dude. Who's that?
Yeah.
Massimo it was a Target clothing brand. So, it used to be a streetwear brand.
Target?
Yeah. And then Target did.
So now he do clothes for Target?
You're talking about Target that you're talking about you worked there for 10 years.
Correct. So they bought it in the 90s.
I want to go smoke.
Where this shit?
I don't want to fuck shit up though. I don't want this to bother y'all though.
We was just smoking.
It's a mild though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Oh no, he probably wanted to smoke.
Yeah, that's why I ain't trying to. You gonna smoke the mild in front of niggas. But he did.
He's pulling out the clothes.
Oh, so.
Is he talking about?
You don't like that thing?
But he did.
But
he said, but he also, S double was also part of. It was like a Ralph Lauren, Double RL.
Yeah.
So S double was like a.
It was always a part of Stussy.
Yeah, but now he just doing it just as that now.
So this is like a suit, like a old Massimo shirt.
Oh, okay.
Show the camera. Show the camera.
Okay. My
mama used to buy me that shit as a kid.
I'm still not familiar with that.
But it like started in that same vein and was like a straight, you're good. Like a streetwear company. But it was like an old like surf style.
Are you saying that became Target what it is today?
This helped Target begin their like integration from grocery store to clothing.
Oh, okay,
shout out.
I see what you're saying. I thought you meant these dudes made Target.
No, there's
shout out to fellow. Best T-shirts ever.
No, there's a.
That's what I've heard.
There's a sick shirt of a. It's a little controversial now, but it's a Chief Wahoo, but it's like a punk Chief Wahoo, like kind of hot rod dude.
Yeah.
And it's just a fucking random Massimo shirt, and you're like, yeah, this is definitely like a complete rip of.
Oh, it wasn't even really Wahoo.
No, it definitely wasn't like licensed.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, good. But yeah, them Humeras, I said Humeras from Undefeated.
Yeah, that was my list. It wasn't Stussy. But I think Stussy did do something. I swear.
Stussy did do something and I hated it. It was a trainer.
No, I thought they did Humeras though. Bro, I didn't. I would have thought that the Ronnie Fieg Clark Sambas dropped last year, but I guess they dropped this year.
No, they dropped last year.
That's what I thought.
They dropped last year.
I think it said this year.
Because Christmas, they dropped a Christmas pair right before December. That was the last pair.
And
that was one of the best shoes ever. Not gonna hold you.
Yeah, no, that's a beautiful ass shoe.
Not gonna hold you. I still want a pair of those.
And last time we was recording or whatever, I had said the Powerpuff Girls.
That was last year.
I thought for sure those were this year, but I guess it was like in December, just like those or whatever. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to look up this Stussy Humeras.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah, because the undefeated ones is fire.
How you feel about them cement fours?
With cement fours?
They dropping the cement 4.
When, this year?
I think it's next year.
I'm here for cement. That's my favorite shoe of all time besides the Nike Air Mag.
You like this?
Because Jordan 4 is my favorite model besides the Air Mag of all time. And I feel like that's low-key the best cutaway of a Jordan 4. Now, I'd say the SB 4.
I can agree.
Hold you.
I like the 4.
One of my favorite shoes was the white and green 4 that just dropped recently.
The SB?
No.
The
dropped this year. There's like another white and green pair. I think that's top 5 shoe of the year. I don't care. I love the Jordan 4.
Green one?
No, it's just white and green.
This the Stussy that they did.
The trainer. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me take a canter at this thing, dude. Oh yeah, you know though, I love that shoe because that model.
ATC.
It's the
Dawn of the Dead SB, right?
When I was a little kid, I found a pair. They had like a fucking burgundy, all leather burgundy of that motherfucker.
The oxidized green joints.
Oh yeah.
It look like those slept. It look like they slept.
I don't give a fuck. They said.
But see,
bro,
I think people that know
beautiful ass shoe.
That
bro.
green looks crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm right on there with you.
But
because I had the OG.
did you take one
white,
of these?
White and
no,
green.
you didn't.
I had the OG white and greens that was like that.
See, that's a great shoe though. But
I had those before.
The people that know
they made a metallic or whatever.
That metallic is crazy. It's like a jade, almost like a jade green.
No, I'm talking about when they released the metallic pack.
How do you guys feel about all the? Because Puma just released one with
the A$AP
LaMelo.
Rocky.
No, all
LaMelo's shoes are fire.
But no, he did a not basketball shoe. He did a casual shoe, but it's another D3 rip, dude. It's an Osiris D3.
Is it?
And it's like, how do you guys feel about Lanvin did it first?
Lanvins are fire though.
But they're cool. But here's the thing,
bro. I love those shoes. I need a pair so bad. I don't care.
It is a big shoe, dude. And I'll be honest, as a big dude, I gotta walk the line on shoes, dude. I can't go Converse because now I got little feet. That's funny. Lanvins, DC or Osiris's or something.
I like the Osiris's though.
But I'm like, as a kid, I loved them.
Rocky did one.
And Rocky did one with Under Armour.
Yeah, and I like that shit.
Oh my god, bro! These look just like.
Let me see. But the Layman,
they look worse.
Don't like,
you got to admit they look
certain colorways.
That's not a bad shoe.
This is hard.
That's not a bad shoe.
I'm not wearing that as an adult. Mm-hmm. As a kid,
yeah. I just don't like the back.
You're right. That reads.
But if they didn't have that wing at the back of it, I rock those.
Bro, like, what are we talking about? I'm stunned in these as a kid.
How? But
they low key look like the.
I'm not even gonna say as a kid.
The rap
I might want these.
That's what I said. Those are low key fire.
Are we? So you guys are still down with?
And low key like Oswego.
Well, Oswego copied that same shit.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like that back part, like that with that wing and shit like that. Look like the new versions of Oswego, the Rap Simmons.
I mean, it's an amalgam shoe. Like I think that's kind of like LaMelo had like.
This is a kid's shoe.
Huh?
Oh, it's a kid's shoe.
Maybe they have a dog one. I don't know. But yeah, this is the model you're talking about, right?
That's not a bad shoe. I just don't like the heel.
I fuck with that. It's like futuristic. Like I said, my favorite shoe of all time is the Air Max.
Yeah. Oh,
the
dude,
Air
so in
Max?
that regard, yeah.
When it's all said and done, I need a pair of Air Max.
That's your all-time favorite shoe?
All-time favorite shoe.
I like that, though.
Time.
I love having...
I don't give a
I love when people have
no
a gray.
Jordan 11, like...
And
mine is a 95.
95 what?
Air Max.
See, that's wrong.
OG.
Everybody got their, like, real opinion.
Yeah, like...
I mean, there's a couple, like, weird SBs or, like, forces that'd be...
I'm just talking model.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shoe model.
Shoe model. Man, I gotta... Honestly...
In my second runner-up, obviously...
I go for an Air Force One, dude.
Yeah, see, mine's Jordan 4.
See, mine's a 95.
Because, like, again, my intro was definitely... what's it called? Just for Kicks. The documentary. And it's like a whole deep dive into like early shoe culture when they were like.
That was on Netflix?
No, we bought the DVD at fucking Best Buy.
I'm not even familiar with.
This dude, it's got this dude in it, Fonz Malone. I don't know what this dude does. I don't know what. They just had him as a shoe connoisseur, and he's wearing like a bow tie, and he looks crazy.
Fonz Billy.
No, it's not Fonz. Trust me. Bonds Malone.
Bonds Malone.
And one of his best lines ever, he goes, talking about buying shoes online. He goes, "I'll never want to buy shoes online." Mind you, this whole time he's riding on a Ferris wheel inside a mall. I don't never want.
That's the shot. It's just a camera inside one of the carriages.
I don't never want to buy shoes online. I'd rather fly to Amsterdam, dance with a fat bitch, get my shoes, and fly back. Because I'm a real collector. It was on some like...
Yeah, but you balling, though.
Dude, but... What? The way he said it, you're just like, what do you do?
Yeah.
But dude, they have
Where
like...
do you get this money from?
I wonder if I still have the DVD.
I don't think this is him, because this one popped up. I tried to... He a jazz player. They say Tom Malone.
Bonds Malone. Barnes Malone. Oh, let's try this.
Like James Bonds?
Yeah, how do you spell the first name?
Ooh.
They picked up what I said. How do you spell the first name? YouTube search.
Just for Kicks.
You just gotta type it in. Take the long way.
We do the long way, y'all. What's gonna be this?
Yeah, because you should just be able to type in Kicks Malone. I knew it was with a Z. Bonds Malone. That's fucking hilarious.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah.
That was like Dave Chappelle.
We're standing here on 40 dudes. Motherfuckers used to be kidnapped for they stinking, beat up, had the shit taken off their feet.
This is the dude that goes and flies for shoes.
Wild out of here. I'm proud of it.
Show us the shoe one.
I'm one of them niggas, okay?
It's gotta be on
I
this.
was a little dude, nigga, sizing me up. What size you wear? My heart pounding like a motherfucking African drum. Because I knew what was coming next. I started carrying a shit just to keep my sneakers. I had to hold weapons to keep my sneakers.
This is not what I was
heard any
expecting.
shit like that. Motherfucker gangster, short Jewish man smoking a cigar with glasses, look like Mr. Peebles.
Mr. Peebles.
Surrounded by blacks and Puerto Ricans, wild and shoot me, get a stab. I go anywhere for sneakers. I'm 36 years old. I gave up drinking, I gave up getting high and shit like that. I still got that one drug left, man. I'm keeping it forever. Obsessive compulsive disorder.
He didn't say the flying part. What's that?
Cannot help but to do it. It's ingrained in you. So I wait.
Oh yeah, there's more than
It's still some time.
When the beat changes, it sounds like the end of the
Like
video.
about the end, right?
From Amsterdam. These shits are from France. They're not gonna.
I got.
All right, there it
There it
goes.
was right there.
Drug black man. I'm keeping it forever.
Man, I wish I was able to keep shit forever.
Dude,
My foot just stopped growing.
they got a dude in here who's like, I mean, granted, this is like 2004 or 5. This dude's got dead stock, everything, all this whole, no, different guy. Yo,
I was gonna be on TV.
I gotta take it back one just for that line.
I didn't know it was gonna be on TV.
And some shit is just a tick. You cannot help but to do it. It's ingrained in you. So I wake up, I know I'm coming out. I got these shits ready since last night. Yeah. I was gonna be on TV. I face to be stepping on my shit. I love this shit. I don't care where the sneakers are. If I heard that they're out there, I'ma find that shit. I will not rest. I'll sleep and I'll eat and I'll keep looking around, but it is never out of my mind.
So he's just talking about searching for
find those sneakers. I got friends all over the world now. I will wire Western Union, get them. If I gotta go on the internet and some shit like
Well,
that,
maybe this is the part.
fun for me. I'd rather fly there. Alright? Go to jam, dance with a fat bitch, buy them sneakers and leave. Okay? I spent thousands on the airline ticket just to do that.
Where was this dude at the current time?
You don't gotta do all of that.
He said, I'm a jam.
Do all of that. But look what you're missing. How much fun that shit is when I got it on a pair.
That's what I was saying earlier, man. That's the aspect that's missing, man.
Amsterdam. These shits are from France. They're not gonna be out.
See what he's saying? That's not really how it works, but
you know what I mean? You got 600 pair. That's crap. But it's vanity is the biggest drug in the world. You know what I mean? Looking good, feeling good.
And said, everybody walked in there and said, where you want to get your shit at? On the Ferris wheel. We about to get on the Ferris wheel.
yeah, we about to do a real player like
or the ghetto
With the
spirit.
Mr.
Monopoly.
Monopoly.
You know they requested that car. I need this car. When this
like
car's
to-
ready, I'm here.
I'd like to do it with someone famous.
Mr. Monopoly.
That was hard.
Yeah, dude, Bonds Malone, man.
Shout out to fucking Bonds Malone.
I'm telling
Shout
you,
out
if
to
you
him. We need to find him.
if you get the chance, just for kicks, is definitely it's a fire. The history, and it's not even like super that. It's more like dudes collected. It's got a lot of low heads in it, which I fuck with too. I think old Polo's always
I
great.
think I heard of this at one point in time. But okay, so we were talking about music earlier. What would you say is the thing you're listening to the most this year?
Dude, I've been on just like
Let's say rap, and then say.
I've been on mostly just like a lot of Yachty.
Really?
I listen to a lot of
overall or just rap?
What
What would you say overall first? I guess.
All right, overall,
And
the
then
playlist that I've been listening to, late night shooting dice, dude, is pretty eclectic. We're definitely doing some weed, wine, and Warren Zevon. Shout out Werewolves in London, Lawyers, Guns, and Money, both bangers.
That sounds hard.
We're also, I'm not starting a dice game without hearing Lifestyle.
Free Jeff.
Just hear the dice clank on that counter.
I thought you were talking about Young Thug.
Yeah.
That's what we're, yeah.
Yeah, Free Jeff. Doing him dirty.
We've been doing a good amount of Redman.
That's hard. I need to dig into Redman.
Dude, did you... Joey, who was just in here, no Diddy, was... that
was crazy.
Was just telling me Redman and Method Man played at... what's the Summer Jam. And they said...
This past year?
Yeah, recently.
Just recently.
Like last month.
And they said, we done with this shit. We ain't playing this shit anymore. No one knew him. Crowd sucked. Dog shit. And I'm like,
fucked up, man.
Is this... I don't really
That's one
get...
of the most dynamic duels in hip-hop history.
Did you see what Busta Rhymes did at Essence Fest?
No.
Busta Rhymes said, y'all turn y'all motherfucking phones off. Because I'm not used to this shit. When I perform, everybody dancing, standing up, ain't no phones out. We gonna do this shit. We gonna do this shit right.
And to be completely fair, no one in the history of eternity has ever watched someone's concert video. Like, never do you go home and go, oh, let me rewatch the YG concert.
Yeah, I'd be sick.
It's like, if I'm going to do something, it's like, maybe I make a collage or something, but it's like, I'm not going to go that. I'm not going to put that much effort into social media.
If I'm on a live event, bro, I'm not recording it.
Yeah, I don't really...
And if I do take some pictures, it's while nothing's really going on.
Yeah.
I might record like him performing my favorite song just so I can have that as a memory.
But no, what he's saying is, are you going back to watch it?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have it as a memory.
Because I don't go back and watch. Yeah, I got Boldy, I got Lay Joe, and I'll never go back and watch. That's what I'm saying.
Those. You get like all these videos in there, it's like, no one ever really watches this.
Right here.
But
I really want to see it. I don't need to see my shit.
This generation, especially in rap, I do think has a weird... And I say rap because like that's all I really listen to, but like has a weird connotation.
Well, hold on. So for your favorite rap shit that you listen to right now is Yachty?
Yachty, I would say. But I think kids have like a weird thing of being like, "Oh, I've never heard of them. That was before my time," and it's like,
and they don't care to listen to.
And it's like, what? Yeah. It's such an odd thing because in my mind, I'm like, well, I knew like Led Zeppelin. And I don't even fucking like
if you're into that kind of music, you know all the old acts. Like, so it's weird when it comes to rap where like people are just like, no, this is what I fuck with.
But when I was a kid,
they just don't care about the art or the genre. They just more so just like this.
They want to hear the songs about drug addicts and shooting.
But it's just weird to me because I'd be.
It's not that. It just get locked in their
I would be listening to like I'd listen to Dipset. I'd also listen to Wu-Tang Clan though, like 36 Chain. Like I'm trying to like go back and listen.
Like control what I listen to. I was listening to a lot of old shit, and then even if I did get away from that, and I just started listening to current music, there was a point where I listened to all the Wu-Tang shit. Years later, then I listened to Capone Noriega. I'm listening to all that old shit from that time. And it's like I want to go back and just like see why these people are who they are.
Yeah, that's 100%.
And also hearing like, oh, how this it'd be the same way I imagine a football player is like. Well, I don't just watch this year's film. I watch film from now till as far back as it can go. Until I find someone who's doing some weird little thing that I can maybe adapt. And maybe, ooh, this is nice. Ooh, I like how they do. Like, you wouldn't
really care about something.
Yeah, it just seems like a weird thing to be like, oh, I don't even know who Biggie or Tupac is. You're like, that's it. Like, I hate that question, but it's also like, you like don't listen to them. You just like never heard.
You just never even check them out.
It seems like you're just not like, are you not like existing? Like, it feels like a lot of that shit. You're like, you never seen Hardball? Like, what the hell's going on?
So it's like never a day in your life where you never hear none of these artists.
But at the same time, though, too, I have these moments all the time where it's like, oh, I've heard this song in a movie.
For sure.
You might not even know you heard these people before.
For sure.
But you heard their song.
But then, when you go like...
Or I heard this song on the radio. I heard this song in the store.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you never heard this not once.
But what I'm saying is they might not know they heard it.
Okay.
Because before I listened to Doggy Style, when I first listened to Doggy Style, I'm like, I've heard a lot of these songs.
You've heard like half that, yeah.
At least the beats, you feel me?
Yeah.
Because obviously it's a vulgar fucking album, but...
Yeah, but it's like... it just seems weird to not dig in deeper. Like, as like someone in the scene, I'd be like...
And not even in the scene. If you show an interest in this a little bit,
I don't think people really love rap music like that.
Well, no, this is what I was getting to. The younger generation, they more so just lock in on one thing. That's what they fuck with.
Yeah.
They really dive back. But I was surprised to hear when my baby sister, she just turned 14 or whatever, and she was saying how like she's posted like old A$AP Rocky songs, like she's posted like just shit like that. So it's like I'm surprised you even.
But that's probably
came across that song because I feel like a lot of the new cultures, what you're saying, where they're more so just attacked to like certain things.
Well, yeah, I feel
Rocky
like
probably is like her Dipset to us.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. That's ill that like I see somebody of a younger generation.
yeah, at least you're listening to like albums that were like, that's a good album. That's that first Rocky album goes down in like a top 100.
Oh,
without a doubt. The album,
the Long Live A$AP.
Long Live A$AP.
Yeah.
I think
pesos.
Yeah, okay, because it's Live Long A$AP and then Long Live. I'll be getting them mixed up.
That's true. Yeah, I'm not even 100% sure. I guess something.
No, but yeah,
I think it is Long Live A$AP though.
It's that first video where they're all wearing Black Saint shirts.
Yeah, that's
and dude,
not Black Saint.
What's up?
Wasn't it? What was that band called?
Black Scale.
Black Scale. Yeah. Dude, I couldn't have got on Karma Loop faster.
They sold it on Karma Loop? I used to be a rep for Karma Loop.
I was a rep as well, bro. Like, come on, dude, get them credits.
Shout out to Dennis Tadisco.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Well, Outfit Grids.
Outfit Grid, yeah, that's a dude that runs Outfit Grid. He came from Karma Loop. And when you were a rep, he would always be the #1 rep. Because he had the most sales bought under his like discount code and shit.
Mm-hmm. So y'all had discount codes? For
you used to have to like promote that shit.
It was perfect because I was like
Karma Loop. Because then I get a percentage or I get some credits.
I had that shit printed out on cards and was like going around Kent and shit and just like handing it. I'm like, yo, you should check out Karma Loop.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
fucking hard.
I probably bought like 2 things off of Karma Loop in my whole life.
No, but like
back in the day, we were
like kids don't know what Karma Loop is.
My mama wasn't buying that.
Oh no!
It was Live Long A$AP.
Live Long A$AP.
Live Long A$AP.
Because there was that era, is I feel like, at least personally, our renaissance of rap. Because you had so many people
and style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you had so many people. Even if you did it by the world's worst metric, which is XXL freshman covers, there's like, but there's like a 3-year period where if you looked at that collection of people, a majority of them are like, oh, huge superstar. Yeah. Like a lot of the people who've been on like more recently. Not so much. I don't think have like hit that level necessarily, or they're more like underground or niche. But it's like, dude, like you're looking at that thing and you're like, yeah, these are all like major stars.
Yeah, major players in the game.
And it's like that was so ultra impressive.
And you got to think at that time too.
And people dropped.
Kendrick, Absol, fucking.
I'm a diehard Schoolboy fan, dude, and I just.
Bro, that new album is fire.
Fire.
I feel like he's dropped like maybe one iffer. Like kind of one iffy little. It was the one before this last one, I think.
Crash Talk.
I think it was Crash Talk that had like a couple of duds.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that being one of his lesser albums.
Yeah, but it's still dope. He's a guy that is pretty close to. Like one question people ask about music is who has a no miss discography.
Future. Schoolboy Q. Future got a lot of duds.
Well, yeah, because Future's so many.
Just drop some.
I'm so biased.
But like,
well, hold on. Before we get into this music conversation, you didn't say what would be your highlight issues for the year.
What?
Like what? So you say actually
what I'm listening to? Oh, shoes for the year.
Yeah. Before we complete the music. Shit.
Oh shit.
No, just draw one.
I said the Undefeateds.
The Mars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say the Bodega Sauconies. I'm sure y'all haven't even seen those.
And I'm gonna take the DC Lucian Clarks. So I ride with Lucian.
Lucian did some DCs this year. I still got the Louis V's, man. I got them on eBay. I've been thinking about taking them out every day.
The homie got them and was like,
I remember
switched them out because he was like, ooh, too big. And I was like, because the size of now is real weird. It's almost, Yeah, it's almost like a size and a half big, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like
mine were a little big when I got them, but my feet grew after.
you were like, yeah, this works.
When your feet still growing.
It's still big.
It's still got a couple inches going.
Bro, my feet just stopped growing. Like I grew into an 11, maybe 2.5 years ago. I'm 28 years old. That's insane.
That's crazy.
Think about all the shoes I've sold.
My shoes been the same. My foot been the same size since high school.
So what you been listening to though, CP?
Shit.
Like what's been your main shit for the year?
My
Overall
main
and
shit.
then rap. Unless it's both.
Lucky.
Oh, okay. Oh, I do want to change mine. Sorry, I would pick Mike on this.
So that is the same mic.
This
Okay,
album.
so that's the mic that y'all talked about earlier.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, I like that project.
Yeah.
I can say Lucky, and Future.
Lucky has such a crazy
Do
career.
you have like a standout album of the year?
Album of the year? Shit.
And you too,
I don't
bro.
trust you. We don't trust you.
Oh, okay.
We still don't trust you. That
We
shit
still don't trust you with fire.
it's
You going with
fucking
both?
amazing. And it's not getting the love it is because of this punk ass beef.
We still don't trust you. That's like a. I can see a lot of people not understanding.
It's like
fucking with
Hendrix.
that album.
It's like when
Yeah.
Hendrix dropped.
Yeah.
He did the same thing with Future and his
Bro,
when he did Future and
I
Hendrix.
think We Still Don't Trust You is better than still. We
Don't
Don't
Trust
Trust You.
Oh, okay.
Like the second one is definitely better.
It's
than the
better,
first one.
yes.
I
But
mean,
it's like a different kind of.
I've not
vibe.
heard all of both. I've heard like songs off both,
Yeah.
but it was one of those hit, then the whole like beef kind of started, and then I feel like when that dropped, Kanye dropped Vultures like right in the same like time frame because
It was
they
right
were like
Vultures
Vultures came out before.
was it way before?
Because I was listening.
Was
to
there-
that when
Because I thought
was
Vultures was like album of the year for a
Yeah.
minute.
But then it's
I
like
forgot about Vultures, and that is fire.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah.
album of the year for a minute.
it's
But I'm
it's
not listening
great,
to it right
but we're
now.
just on because
I listen to it a
Kanye
lot,
pieces now are like a whole like sit down. It's like looking at a Picasso.
though. Yeah.
You like sit down on a couch and do it for 20 minutes. You know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
like, I'm not
And then you
coming
get
back
up
to
and you're
this
like,
every day.
I don't need to come back.
And I also believe that that music's getting dropped too fast, so we don't
It's
even
too
get
much
we don't get to live we don't get
Yeah.
to live with albums no more.
You have to literally choose to be like, okay, I'm listening to this and nothing but this, and then you might like it, so you ignoring a lot.
To
of
listen
stuff.
to a
Honorable
whole.
mention, Don Toliver.
I
Okay.
haven't listened to it.
The
Who
Don
I've been listening
Toliver.
to the most this year is Rob Banks, easily.
I don't like the second one.
This last one just came out, so
I don't
that's
like
all
it.
I listen to.
I don't like it.
So right now I'm listening to the 4-Bat shit.
Oh, yeah.
You still listening to it?
Still. But I didn't start listening
yeah.
to it till like a month, maybe. Month
Okay, I can.
Who's my
I
dude
can
who
finish
does,
it.
God damn. Takes a long time to get ready. Fuck. I'll think of it. Keep going. Keep telling me your favorites. And I'm gonna think of this
That
one.
Don Toliver.
Well, I would just say the two that I mentioned, and then I just seen that they remastered Kilo Keish's or Kilo Kish, her project from 2012. That shit is fire.
I ain't here.
A lot. Of
You
people
got
do
me
it.
going back listening to Wretch.
Rich.
Yeah, I went back listening to Wretch, but also I've been heavy on Action Bronson.
Yeah, dude, because old Bronson, too.
His new videos are fire.
Yeah, but I've been heavy on because of his lifestyle lately.
I'll be
I
on
watch a lot of his content.
I've been liking
Yeah.
some Cash Cobain, too.
That's
Uh,
a everyday
I
rotation.
still need to tune in, man. What I've heard is nothing but fire.
Yeah.
VZ, Gengar.
Vontae
Banger.
Singer.
Okay.
Oh, and the whole Concrete Boy shit, dude.
That's a sleeper.
I fuck with the chick.
That's
Dude,
a Caribou.
DC2 Trill. I'm
That's my
down with
favorite out of all of them.
because DC2 Trill's doing shit, I'm pretty sure, with like Fats and stuff. Which I did wish a happy birthday, happy cash out day,
Fats.
twin. No, it was DJ Fats, dude. My boy out of New
This is
Jersey,
my
dude.
outfit.
You're like, is that motherfucker alive?
Who Alfats?
Is Al Fats alive?
Yeah.
Definitely alive.
Dead. When I used to get my hair cut out in South Yucca, he used to come in the barbershop
I
all
thought
the
you were
time.
gonna say he cut your.
No, he used to go. No.
That
He used
would
to
have
come in
been
the
the
barbershop.
coolest portion.
No, he used to come in the barbershop and play his music, like all this new music. But I seen Fat Al, like, I be seeing him a lot. Like,
well, because he went from Fat Al and then he switched it to Al Fats.
Yeah.
Which is like, hey, dude, to be honest, that's not a great switchover name.
Yeah. His name
kind of lazy.
Is his name Al? Or like Albert or something?
Probably Alan, Albert.
Yeah, like, I would hope. Because why you could have just been Fats.
Could have just been Fats.
But then it's like you're expecting a big fat dude.
He was kind of fat.
No, but a big fat dude.
DJ Fats slimmed down, and he's a PH fat.
Yeah, but he was fat.
Look at
he
Big Boy.
was fat at one point.
Look at Big Boy.
That's what I'm saying. His name
That's why
was
we
Big
were
Boy.
twin gods.
He hid guns under his gut.
Yeah,
we don't stop calling Fat Joe Fat Joe.
True.
Yeah,
and no one calls him Snoop.
if anything, Joey Crack.
No one calls him Snoop Lion. Remember when
that
Snoop
was
Dogg
a
tried to
thing.
do that?
That was wild.
He's like, yeah, I'll be Snoop Lion from now on. And
Nobody
everyone's
ever
like,
called him that.
Like, what are you doing?
But you know what I will say? If you've never had that Snoop Dogg Dr. Bombay ice cream, creamsicle.
He has an ice cream.
You don't even gotta send the money yet, baby, but it's good.
He has an ice cream?
That shit is on GoPuff. Don't even send the money yet, but it is phenomenal, dude. It's
For
the
real?
right amount of like good amount of vanilla ice cream. The like side of it is like slushy. Like it's not like a like sorbet or a sherbet. It is like a frozen slushy. So like if you let it get like a little, if you get it like a little soft, like that top layer is like an icy plus vanilla ice cream, orange icy.
That's
dude, it's great. And
wait, it's like a contain, like a big.
It's a pint, dude. You get the pint,
and you it's
all in one,
like a frosty float.
Well, it's good.
It's just like a Ben and Jerry's thing.
That's some freaky shit.
But it's nice because I get it from GoPuff, so that shit's gonna take forever anyway. So by the time it gets to me,
it's
like kind of I'm like, this is not. I did get one though. No joke, dude. This motherfucker had never been frozen. I got a pint of ice cream, and GoPuff, I do need this money. This bitch had just never, ever been frozen, dude. Like, I got it, and, like, I felt it, and it wasn't, like,
it was
soaking
soft.
Wet or anything. It was, like, regular...
Cardboard?
The cardboard.
So it's like they never put it in
like,
the freezer.
Like, it just... This shit just had...
Like, they put it in there and just put it to the side.
You got it from the tap.
You got it from the tap.
This
is straight from the factory.
Yeah. This is the best Ben and Jerry's you ever got. But yeah, it's a Ben and Jerry's, and I was like, yo... And then,
it's made by Ben and Jerry's?
This was a real Ben and
I
Jerry's.
thought you were talking about the
Snoop Dogg would never do me wrong. Every time.
Shout out to
Snoop, Dr. Bombay. But no, the Ben and Jerry's one, it was like, yeah, this shit just never... Like, the container wasn't wet, which was alarming.
That's crazy.
So it's just warm.
Like, it was just
that
like
shit dried out.
It was just like a liquid, like, in a cup. And I was like, the lady hands me the bag, and you gotta get $15 worth of stuff to get it delivered. So, of course, I'm buying, like, miscellaneous candies and donuts.
Yeah, just to fill up the cart.
To fill up the cart when all I want's the ice cream.
What all you want is ice cream.
Thankfully. But then I got fucking... everyone's into the freeze-dried candy now.
That shit is amazing.
It's good. I think it gets a little old. I wish I had half freeze-dried, half regular Skittles.
Okay.
I've never had none of those.
The Skittles are stupid.
It just makes them like crunchy, like flavor. Like,
I think I've seen like a video or something.
It's like the flavors in hands.
Yeah, they're cool, but it's one.
You're not snacking on like you snack on a pack of Skittles.
First,
you need some balance or something.
First, if you're snacking on freeze-dried candy only, that's like a little Uzi Vert rider. It's like that's like motherfuckers with money, dude. Like, regular people don't just eat freeze-dried candy all the time. That's like a luxury.
But they only come in like $1 bag, like the dollar. It's like the bags only come like this.
It's the same. It's like they're like weed bags. They like give you like it looks like a lady with a fat ass, and that's just like a handful of freeze-dried Skittles that you get. Yeah, you're like, all right, that's cool.
But they good.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
for the presentation.
I'm like, I appreciate that.
But this fire.
Well, let's see what else we can listen to. Redman, told you. Freddie Gibbs. Freeway. Man, Freeway.
I hate what happened to Freddie Gibbs.
Ain't nothing really happened to him.
What didn't he?
Certain people can only be like in the face for that long. I don't think that slowed down his shit. I think he was already slowed down.
Really?
In terms, I'm talking about like what he did right before that, what he was doing. Like I feel like it's like if you're not part of that big machine getting pushed crazy, it's crazy that he got the spotlight that he did. You feel me? Which was hard.
That real.
Which was hard. You feel me? Like I feel like that didn't play a big factor. You feel me?
It's
that
like
shit was fucked up and weird.
You made it to the Grammys and then boom, now you getting beat up by niggas, and then it's like
it was just tough.
And then it's like you made it to the Grammys, you getting beat up by niggas, then you drop a fire ass album, and then it's just like we don't hear from you no more. Oh, then he hit his baby mama, and then it's shit with his baby mama.
Yeah. What happened with that?
Oh man, he didn't actually. So I guess he didn't want the baby. So
I thought that's what we were talking about the whole time.
Oh
no, once he didn't.
No, because who else? He got in that altercation with
Jim Jones
Benny
and Benny.
In Miami.
He got beat up by Benny and Jim Jones in like the same 2 months.
And Jim Jones pretends to be a preacher now. No, you get beat up.
Jim Jones? You talking about Mace?
I'm just kidding, dude.
Oh,
no. He hangs out with him. And sometimes he wears the dumb collar too.
I'm slow. I'm like, hold on. I don't even know what you're talking
You're like, Cameron's definitely not a pastor. I do love that Mace made it out of the Diddy circle.
The Diddy.
Well, yeah, he separated himself early though.
He's like our Jason Todd. Like made it out of the
Jason. You know Jason Todd, red mask.
Yeah, he's like
Red Skull.
He's the one Robin that they let the Joker kill.
Oh, word.
So it was the second Robin, and DC was like, no one liked him. Everyone was like, this guy fucking sucks. And DC is like, all right, guys, we're going to do a contest. Does this character live or die? And it's like...
And he became the greatest character
and
ever.
They're like, yeah, dude, this is a boy. Do we kill the boy? And they did.
They killed him.
And they brought him back a bunch of years later as like a new character called Red Hood.
That was fire.
And he's like, hey, Batman, I used to do this stuff. I'm going to do the same stuff, but with guns. And just kill everyone. And he's like, fuck.
And I'm going to beat your ass.
Shit. Hold on. This is Robin turned heel?
So there's four main Robins. There's Dick Grayson, who becomes Nightwing. Mm-hmm. Jason Todd becomes Red Hood.
Oh, these are the characters' names.
Yeah. Tim Drake, who becomes
Batman's son.
No, Damian Wayne.
Damian is Damian.
Batman's got a son now, and he's a real asshole. Fucking
that
worst.
Demon.
He's really
the fucking worst.
Truly, like even people are like, I don't
like. He be on some like Batman to beat his ass, and then he'd be like, let's kill this nigga.
So this is just comics.
Yeah,
they got movies too.
Oh yeah, they got like the animateds on HBO, dude. If you never seen, I think that depiction of Flashpoint is so much better compared to what they tried to make it in the live action movie.
Is that the one where everybody died?
Flashpoint is it's basically Flash goes back in time and saves his mom.
Right.
He's like, cool, saved my mom. Going back to the future.
He lost his powers.
Goes back to the future, loses his powers, finds out, oh, dude, world completely sucks.
Batman is not Bruce Wayne, it's his father.
Oh, so they got all different types of time.
Yeah, Aquaman and Wonder Woman was banging, and now they beefing.
It's good, dude.
Aquaman trying to drown the world.
But it's kind of like it's like a nice, it's almost like a rated R comic book movie, right, but not in like a fucking... For it being as anime as it is, it's not like ultra like pervy in any ways. It's just them being like, we're just killing motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like it's very just like...
That's fire.
And that's how the comic was. And it's like, then they do the Flash movie and you're like, this shit blows.
I didn't hear anything good about the Flash movie.
Oh my
God. You never seen it?
No,
you should watch it just for fun.
If you want to waste some time?
Yeah. Dude. You should watch it. You just roll up a blunt and just put it on and watch it.
It is a rough fucking go. We saw that shit at Ridge Park Square.
The trailer didn't make me want to watch it.
First off, Ridge Park Square. What a theater. I mean, did anyone got $50 to fix this thing up, or what are we doing, dude?
But I thought the one over there, when you get off the freeway.
Kind of by the freeway there, dude.
Yeah, where
that shit was a little.
I heard that's where they first got the reclining seats and stuff at.
Oh no, this one's no reclining seats. This wasn't even numbered seats.
No, my
There's
God.
numbered seats on the ticket. I'm just guessing. Just going through guessing, dude.
Oh my God!
I thought they were gonna replace the Nicole Kidman thing with Samuel L. Jackson. Everybody shut the fuck up. This is outrageous of a thing. And we get the movie the minute it started. Me and my 3 friends were probably 2 minutes in, and we're just like looking over like, this thing's gonna suck, dude. This thing's gonna be like it's almost borderline like a B movie. Like, oh, it's bad good. You're almost like, oh yeah,
you're
this
still
is
entertained.
Like, yeah, I'm entertained
It's
because it's like, I can't
entertained.
believe you made this.
Okay.
It's just like all the CGI throws that off a little bit.
They
Where you're
could've-
like, it looks expensive, but it's very bad.
They could have just got the TV show and just adapted the TV show into a movie.
Dude,
The one that was on like
CW?
CW.
Did you watch?
Was that a good show?
Yes.
That was
Yeah.
I stopped watching it. I didn't watch the last season though. So the first
They jumped the shark.
Okay.
first
But
3
it was a good
seasons,
show, though.
first 3
First 3 seasons.
seasons,
Okay.
fire.
Arrow?
Arrow, I couldn't get into it.
Dude,
It was
I'm
moving
telling
too
you,
slow for me.
First, Arrow starts a little slow.
Yeah.
But once it gets in, you get like, again, season 2 through like 4 rippers, and then you're like, yeah, get out of this thing.
Yeah. What's
How many seasons did it have?
Dude,
a
these
couple
shows
of them.
get like 8 to 10 seasons.
But they be good.
They're really not
They
bad.
be good. Then it just be like, all right,
They just fuck up.
you lost it.
They're like, okay, you're trying to stretch it.
Yeah, you know how.
Or like one that sucked is so in one of the seasons they have Ralph Dibby who plays the Elongated Man. Like, great DC character, had a crazy thing happen in a comic that's like, whoa, what if they make this happen?
Oh, like bring this to
Like, make this like a real thing. And
When
his dumbass
Stuff.
goes and fucking, it was in the era of like, oh, this guy posted this, send them off to the barracks.
What did
You know what I
he
mean?
say?
Like, he posted like some dumbass tweet that was probably like some weird political stance, whether it was like
Oh, it
a
was a
COVID
political
or like some shit like that. And they were like, well, guess who dies at the end of this season? It's you. Guess who got all their time cut from the episodes?
And then they stole his body.
Yeah.
They literally stole. The
They
villain
brought him back to
stole
life.
his body. They stole his body, and he became the villain. So then,
Yeah.
towards the end of the season, they get the last episode of the season. They got his body back.
So they brought him back.
No. Yeah, no.
Oh, it was another episode. It was another season.
Oh, yeah, after that and Flash?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, dude, there's like 5 more seasons that suck.
Oh my god.
And they didn't have the dude.
Oh, no, he was only in like 1 season. They fly through fucking comic book characters in that thing.
Yeah, this.
But it's like, go for it. There's 125 years worth of content.
It's like they lost the plot.
They did lose the plot, but the
Is that
character.
old?
Yeah, they probably started. It's not 125. It's probably maybe 90. I think they started in like the 30s or 40s for Marvel and DC.
Yeah. You see, they about to build a little statue for Superman downtown.
As they should, dude.
That's
We're the
fire.
Superman
That's gonna
City.
stay there.
Oh yeah.
It should.
It's not just for the movie.
No, the dudes who.
No, they're from here.
Yeah, the guys who created
That's what I
Superman.
You never lived it. When you in the airport, it say home of Superman.
I've never seen that.
Siegel and Schuster.
You never seen that song
I've
before?
never seen that.
Yeah, it's a sign like home from Superman.
Yeah, because that whole bow-legged shit got all the Superman shit now.
Okay.
But yeah, those things been going on forever. Dude, they have a million characters.
Yeah.
I will say, did either of y'all ever fuck with the Daredevil show that was on Netflix?
No.
No.
Oh, Dude,
the only Daredevil I really watched was obviously the newer generations, and then like I watched from like the mid 2000s.
I'm telling you, I think it's on. Might be on Disney Plus now, but could still be on Netflix. This shit was bangers. I did that. Fucking the Netflix shows were all like pretty good.
Iron Fist was fired. Luke Cage was
I
fired.
heard good reviews, and why didn't they continue?
Thought Iron Fist was fire, bro? You just listen to ICP, and I'm bringing you Beethoven.
I liked it.
That's fine. I'm not saying you can't like it, but I'm telling you, I'm bringing a lifelong. If you're like, this is good, you're gonna love. Like Daredevil was the first one they did, and it was very like whole first season is ultra light on like costume and shit. They don't do a bunch of that. It's a lot of like how they're doing like Chinese action movies where it's like close quarter hallway fights. So it's just like a bunch of that shit and him just like in black with a headband on. Like very,
at the very beginning.
Yeah, and it's like it goes kind of quick. The other characters are fairly likable. There's one lady you hate, which is like always
you need that.
Great white lady to hate. It's perfect. And then yeah, it's like I think there's 3 seasons and all 3 are great, but like once you watch the first one and get to some action scenes, you're like, this is gonna
see, that's like when they did the Luke Cage, the Iron Fist, and the Jessica Jones, like that when they mixed them all together.
The Defenders.
Now, when Iron Fist was fighting him in the elevator and shit like that, oh man.
But that could have been such a shout out Nando V Movies, but this dude posted it's like a 40-minute video where he's like, this is what the plot should have been. I listened to that thing and I'm like, where is this movie then? Because this makes so much more sense and is way cooler. That was like their big. They had to like force a team up, where it's like you didn't need everyone to do that. So like Punisher was cool, just rocking solo a little bit. Like John Bernthal, great Punisher. He seems like a psycho white guy.
Who was that?
That's
the new Punisher or the old Punisher?
The new Punisher.
Yeah. The new Punisher.
He was in Walking Dead and shit. What else is he in? Fury.
So like, what are y'all watching like right now? If you're watching.
Right now, TV wise.
TV, YouTube. Let's say TV.
I didn't finish the Bear.
YouTube, that could be all over.
Yeah.
Finish the Bear.
You watched the whole thing?
Yes.
Have you watched?
See, I want to wait for season 4 just because I already kind of heard some things.
Can we talk lightly? No spoilers.
Yeah, sure.
Dude,
I don't mind.
Way too many like flashbacks that felt like a cinematographer someone was trying to show off.
But you had to do that. They had to.
There's
I feel like
the only flashback they had to do was with the lady.
Yes, that one was fine.
The first episode, I was like, "What the fuck?"
You're all over the place.
Yeah,
you don't know what's going on. You got a couple of filler episodes, which is
John Cena.
John Cena rules. That's the best.
He's not gonna be a returning character, you don't think?
No, but he just like he rules.
He came in and did what he had to do.
But like the filler episodes where it's like the baby is like
that was a great episode.
The baby
get
is in an episode?
No.
Like someone has a baby. It's a great episode, but it doesn't do any like it doesn't work the same way that the Christmas episode worked the season before.
But you know that's what they piggybacking off.
I agree. Okay. I know, like I get that, but the problem is
you still gotta see it's not a good idea.
Yeah, that episode had to have more people. Like the Christmas one works because it's everyone. I get that this is their resolution, but it's also like there's only so many episodes. Is this the entire episode, or could we go to anything maybe?
And then at the end of the season, they hit you with the to be continued.
Yeah,
bitch, what?
And it feels like Carmi is kind of a backslide on being like an asshole human being.
He's a villain.
But it felt like he was becoming a good person.
That's where I thought
he spoiler alert locks his dumbass in a walk-in which is borderline impossible.
That's second season. Yeah.
Which is borderline impossible because you can fucking just there's an emergency.
Yeah, there's
exit.
always
It's like what?
Really?
I think.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe they're just trying to show how janky this place was. Too.
But it's just like that whole season. It was kind of just like I liked, but it felt like a guy who was putting off all of his problems for no. It felt like a guy who was stoned, who was just like, they're like, hey, remember you got to do this.
I was going to clean my room.
Yeah, but then he's like, oh, all right, I'll definitely do that. Oh man, but I have a girlfriend. How could I call the guy who fixes the fridge when my girlfriend's texting me right now? And it's like, yeah, man, take like literally the 2 minutes to call the fridge guy and be like,
right.
I need you out here today. I'll have a check ready. And then hang up the phone. Like,
and then call your girlfriend.
Like, all the shit that goes on, you're like, it's a phone call thing. It's meet the parents, dude.
Yeah.
I just be so sucked in the story. I don't be thinking about shit like that.
No, it's really one of them shows where you have to really watch and like kind of like really pay attention. Like,
I fuck with the two first seasons.
I think they're really well made and look good.
But the reviews I've heard on the third season make me just want to wait for the fourth.
What was? How many episodes was it?
I think it's 8.
For 8, they did two.
They had the other filler one is who's our girl, who's the kitchen manager, and they do her whole story of how she gets hired at the band, the Puerto Rican.
But they needed that though, because the second season they did everybody else backstory.
I agree.
Just because I fuck with her, I fuck with
it. But it doesn't. It needed to tie in more, like even the description
should have been better.
It should have had more like current stuff of her struggling and figure out how to like overcome that versus just like Sid being like, do it again, it's okay. And it's like, you're the kitchen manager, you know it's fine to like reuse, like switch this product, it's okay. It's just, it felt a little forced. And then they never capitalize on like Sid and her being like on that mother-daughter zone.
Yeah.
And that's and then who's the dude from Loiter Squad? What's his name?
Leroy.
Lionel.
Oh, well, I said Leroy.
Yeah. And he's gonna see that and be mad.
But he looked like a Leroy. He looked like he could be a Leroy.
We're never getting a quote.
If he was raised in Compton, he would have been for sure a Leroy.
Why did I say Leroy?
We were trying to get a quote on the back of the DVD box, dude, and now
I'm for sure.
RTT.
We're never gonna be able to see the thing.
His storyline is just completely like, what's up?
Hold on, so I get his name wrong. You just shit on his character.
No, he's so good, but the problem is the story they give him.
Oh, it's whack.
You're just like, it feels like it's completely
If you're gonna give us this much, give us more.
Yeah, at the end of the last season, you saw last season.
Yeah.
His mom dies, or his grandma dies.
Right.
Or his mom dies.
Yeah.
And so he's like super bummed out. Everyone's like kind of baby gloving him. He's like, hey guys, could you just like not? It's gonna make me feel better. Just like treat me normal. And he's just like going through it. And Carmi's like, hey man, obviously I've been through something really similar. Bro down a little bit. He sees a white like petunia. And he's like, that's my mom. Cool. Great. This is all fine. He starts making a white petunia themed dessert. Awesome.
I don't think this is season 2, bro.
No, this is season 3.
I didn't see.
Yeah, I was about to say that's season 3.
But he
You said you seen the last season. I thought.
No, because that's when his mom died. That was the big part. Literally, none of this.
Yeah, after he said I like one.
None of this even matters. His mom dies and he sees a white petunia and goes, I want to make a dessert like that. And then a couple times during some episodes they go, what are you doing over there? He goes, making a white petunia dessert. And they're like, well, that sounds good.
But you heard what the uncle said. You heard what the uncle said to the
Stop
daughter.
spoiling the show, man.
I'm not. All right. I don't be having nobody to talk to about this shit.
You're not going to remember. And the way we're talking about this, you're going to be like, what were they watching?
Well, the big one was just his mom dies. Or
No, that happens in season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of season 2, his mom dies while he's like at opening day.
Yeah, cause like that was the most like chaotic day ever.
And he's like,
I would have done
joint.
It's the last episode.
I had to have seen it. I don't know. I can't remember it.
That's why sometimes I be wanting to like go back and watch stuff before the new season come out.
That's always the best move for sure.
Well, dude, and yeah, if you're waiting for next season anyways, it's just going to be so much better to run through clean.
I'll take one. I actually just watched the 90s show.
Oh, what do you think of that?
I fuck with it, man.
You thought it was pretty good?
I'm not going to lie.
That's
I
90s?
watched both seasons. Yeah, it's like that 70s show with a reboot.
Yes.
Dude,
It's just actually fire.
I just saw a thing on, what was it, Instagram? Where they're like showing reports from Danny Masterson, and they're like, dude's like a white collar ass prison, and I'm like, I hate that. Like, the people who get like, you know who should be in white collar prisons is just like no violence drug dealers, and you know who should
scammers.
You know who should definitely go to just all public jail? Sexual offenders.
My boy with the curly hair.
Hey, hit him with the what's his name from Ohio, the man eater.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer, dude. They said, hey, we don't have the death penalty here, but you know what we do have here? That's a yard. Check that out. I let a couple of the boys know what you've been up to. Don't mind them. They're never leaving. It's like, yeah, dude, if there was, like, because have you seen, what country was it? El Salvador? Where the president locked up all MS-13, there's one other gang, I forget what it is. They're all locked up, and these dudes aren't in, like, American prison. This is like a giant human kennel. Like, this is like a fucked up, like, everyone's just together, and the president is, like, kind of a interesting person. And he is like, he's very like religious about it, but he's like, yeah, if you have the tattoos, you're going to jail. And he locked every motherfucker up, and it was just like, these jails are just insanely packed. Like, South American and Central American jails are already insane on a weird, like, they're always on like a toughest jail, like, documentary thing where it's like, everyone's just together. There's not, like, cells. You're just kind of like...
So it's just like a camp.
Yeah, they're just kind of like, hey, here's a room that where, like, 12 people sleep.
That's
like,
crazy.
here, you know what I mean? It's not, like, broken down to, like, you and your bunkie, here's the thing we have... Like, they're like, no,
like
dude.
That's why I could never...
The fucked up one is Russia's always number one on, like, crazy jails. Because all the dudes who
they got bears like in there.
No, they have bear dogs.
Yeah, like what do they
have?
No, bears,
dude, they have bear dogs. So dogs that were trained to attack bears and big mammals when they were in the woods.
Humans.
Like, dude, these things are like crazy furry and are like 3/4 a bear, and like they're guard dogs. And, dude, they rip off like fucking crazy. And their max security, it's like 1 hour of sun type shit. Every time you move, you have a bag over your head with your body, like, all the way back to discomfort you so you're, like, not able to track. Dude,
that sounds insane.
But then you hear the people who are in there, and it's always like, well, yeah, I was like... And it's always translated in a regular person voice from this guy's voice. And it's like, yeah, I had a neighbor who I didn't like very much. And they would never turn the music down. I did end up killing him and made food with his body that I gave to the rest of the apartment building.
Man,
I'm in here for 45 more years. And he's just like looking at you, you're like, cool, man.
Yeah, all right.
Cool, seems like weird white people shit, dude. Again, it's like
good to know.
White people, classic crazy crimes. You know what I mean? Like a city death is more likely shot. Everyone runs away. Mm-mm. No one like takes your body and like we cut off one of his legs and put on, the leg of a caterpillar. They're like, we're doing science on this guy. Like white people are like doing like shitty country science.
This goes to what you were saying about it the first shit when you were talking about it's scary to get like
I'm not gonna get lost
in the country or a city.
Lost in the country, dude? No chance. Lost in the city, I can get home. I fully believe if I'm like creeping near a project, I know smart enough to go, but we're not turning left. Don't turn left.
Look that way.
If someone's out here, you go, is there a highway somewhere? We can get back to the city. Like, that's the scariest part.
Is there a highway
The country, somewhere? You see a house, you just stop.
This is a house.
They're going to kill you. For 9 out of 10. You're getting killed. And again, you're not getting killed like in a, oh, God, they came in, shot him. It's like, oh, perfect. You're drugged. You got a gag in your mouth at some point. It takes
pour water on you.
It takes forever, dude. It's like a long kill. Like that's the worst. Again, drive-by, not so bad when it comes to getting taken by a country person. And then they're like, maybe they dress you up. Ugh. That's where super villains come from, dude.
Oh man, the country.
Oh yeah, dude. People in the city are more day to day. They're not doing like long term plan shit like that.
I guess
we're like, we just gotta make it through, dude. I'm selling this shit today. I gotta go.
That's hilarious.
I'm working my time right now.
That's hilarious. You ever seen Full Metal Alchemist?
I've seen is it the first? It's a movie first, right? Or is it a season first?
Series first. Series,
yeah. And then there's a really bad live action.
Yeah, I never watched it.
I love like the weird bad Japanese live actions that they do with like anime sometimes. That you're just like, guys,
we didn't need this.
Hey, we're already gonna ruin it. You don't gotta throw in a second contender. We're already gonna make this pretty bad. There's not a lot of great.
I heard the Avatar one was good. The series.
I never finished it.
I never watched it.
It's so from my understanding, pretty good, but it cuts out a lot of like main character story arcs.
Oh, that's right.
So you kind of just don't get the growth from them. And then, did you guys watch the One Piece one though?
I started. I heard that was finished
it.
I never watched it because I never watched One Piece.
It looked good. I'll give them that. Like everything I've seen from it, I'm like, all right, cool. This doesn't look like a shitty like
redemption
like manga movie where it's like everything like makeup seems really heavy and shit like that. It was like
it looked really
cool. There's like any special effects felt good. Like there isn't a ton of.
It was just a clean movie, good character selection.
Or another
series.
Yeah, the actors was perfect. I think they picked the good best actors.
Hair was good because in anime and mangas, hair can be like a huge problem because it's always in book like super spiky and shit. No one had like a weird blowout. It's one thing I really appreciate, which I just like
because they try to make him like
I don't need it to be do the understated normal version.
Give us the realistic version.
Yeah, I just don't because then it like takes you out of it.
Well, how would you do with Dragon Ball Z? You gotta get the exaggerated hair.
But I don't think
what they did.
I don't think you need I don't think you could do.
I don't think there could be a good
live action Dragon Ball Z.
There's no way.
The problem is too. So comic books work really well for doing movies because there's 100 multiverses. So there's all these different versions of characters. It doesn't have to connect. There's one Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z GT. Like, there's like one of like that storyline.
Well, GT is an alternate universe.
Well, true. What's the other one that's
canon?
What's right after? Oh, Super. That's what I meant.
Yeah, Super is canon.
I think GT is my favorite.
But it's like it's that. If you're gonna redo any of that, it'd just be such a feat. And I feel like, what do you start at Dragon Ball? Or do you go right into Dragon Ball Z?
Where's the starting point?
Well, they started at Dragon Ball before, and that shit was terrible.
Well, yeah, I mean,
They started at the original Dragon Ball?
Yeah, that movie that came out, that terrible live action, was Dragon Ball. That was when he fought King Piccolo.
Yeah, but I didn't like they made it with modern people. I feel like you gotta follow the actual shit.
You know what's funny about that? Is the two main characters of that show are also the two main characters of season 1 of Shameless.
Really?
Fiona, the oldest sister, and then that dude who was stealing cars that she falls in love with. That dude played Goku. She played
Oh
Bulma.
shit! Oh shit!
Yeah, right? Crazy.
Oh shit! Damn.
Yeah, I found that out and I was like, damn, that's kind of a weird fact.
Why wouldn't you get an Asian though to play?
Because they probably had no money, and it's like
Yu Yu Hakusho, I feel like they did good with Yu Yu Hakusho. They just rushed it.
I think that is like a hard part of making a live action, like,
first of all, casting.
Anime movie. You're like, what?
Unless you have a big ass budget and you can make people look how you want them to look, type shit.
Yeah, and you don't want to have like Brad Pitt's not Goku.
Right.
I would love to see Brad Pitt as Goku.
You know what I mean? It
You
just
can't choose an A-list actor for those roles.
Yamcha.
Huh?
I'd love to see him as Yamcha.
Oh, you think it'd be a good Yamcha?
He'd be a great Yamcha.
I was gonna say, you know who I think would be a good, maybe even Goku. Who's that dude from Top Gun, Maverick, who was just in the Spy movie or something?
Tom Cruise?
No, not Tom Cruise. No, there's like a blonde haired dude who's like kind of a dickhead guy. But he's got blonde hair, so I'm just thinking Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan. We could have Idris Elba as Piccolo.
Of course.
What?
That Reed. Idris Elba as
He
Piccolo,
don't look like an alien.
but he's black.
Obviously, you're gonna do like a 3D thing around him. I just feel like he don't fit the 3D
But Idris
thing around
Elba could have the voice. He could do the voice. I feel like that'd be perfect.
Yeah, but it'd have to be, if it's a live action, it'd have to be a real person. So if it's not Idris Elba, it'll be weird.
He could do
Unless you
mocap.
do fully, huh?
He could fully mocap.
What's that?
It's like how they do like Planet of the Apes,
Yeah, when
Andy
they put
Circus
you,
shit.
they had your
where he's
facial
like
expressions
fully-
and shit.
I
I
mean-
feel like you would have to start with the basis of his face. Wouldn't that come through or no?
Yeah, you could use some of it, but I feel like if he was no goatee, he might be able to do a Piccolo face.
I guess he would just have his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could still do like, because I always think of him with goatee, and I'm trying to think of a movie without it, but I feel like it could be, because he's kind of got a smaller face. He's got like a tighter face, which I feel like would fit like Piccolo.
Oh, see, now I start to see what you're saying about the facial feet. Yeah, okay.
You know, where Piccolo is like really tight and everything's like very angular.
Yeah.
It would be
Easy to edit around.
Jonah Hill as Krillin. No, I'm just talking shit.
Jonah Hill's Krillin. That's perfect.
Jack
Nah,
Black.
Jonah Hill's entirely too cynical to be Krillin.
Yeah.
Krillin's still like a hopeful guy.
I feel that's why I said Jack Black. I feel like Jack Black.
Jack Black could be a good
That'd
Krillin.
be amazing. That'd be amazing.
He's just cartoon legging it all over. Just who?
man.
All right.
Master
Who,
Roshi.
I was gonna ask, who are we going with some of the villains?
Well, that's got to be like all at that point. Just all. It don't even matter.
Well,
who
because
it is.
like, who's a good Vegeta? Would be, like Justin Theroux. He's got a nice angular face kind of guy.
Who's that?
He has black hair. He dated fucking Jennifer Aniston. I'm trying to think of what movie he's in.
What about the dude that was in Teen Wolf? Not the main character, but the one that was like the head wolf.
Oh, you're not Tyler Posey.
The other dude that was with
talking about. Yeah. That dude could actually be probably a pretty good Vegeta. Yeah. Because you want to get someone who is going to be low cost. Dude, you make a Dragon Ball Z fucking...
for sure.
Like, if you're making a Dragon Ball Z movie, you're like, how many is it? And you're like, I don't know, there's 900 comics. And they're like, how many fights do they do? And they're like, 8. Just 8 fights. The whole thing. It's a lot of fighting. But it's only... technically 8 fights.
But you'll only do like the lead up to like the Frieza, the lead up to the Cell, then the lead up to
what would be
if it's a movie?
Hold on, what would be your
it'd be hard to figure out how you do a movie.
What would be your intro, like where would you start it?
You gotta start at Dragon Ball. But if it's a movie, I don't know how you do that.
But that's what I'm
trying
saying.
to incorporate all of them.
Do you
just do it based around
sagas.
each? Yeah.
You do it sagas.
But I feel like that's too many movies.
I think I could do...
For a live action, that's too many.
I mean, shit, look at Marvel.
No, but I'm saying I think you could do...
That's a budget.
You could do Dragon Ball as the equivalent to Batman origin. It's the beginning of the movie, the fucking, like, credits rolling in. That's your little Dragon Ball... Like, some of the story maybe comes up and you get a little scroll.
Like you have to do it.
But, like, after that, I'm going nowhere less than I need Goku and Gohan in this movie. Like...
In the first one?
Yeah, Goku and Gohan.
Yeah, I start with getting Frieza.
See, then you'd have to mix Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
But that's why you saying
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it's going in.
No. I'm saying we're all Dragon Ball Z and start with because the first story in Dragon Ball Z is Vegeta. I think that's the intro to the movie is just them giving you a rundown
of what
and like
before
a different style. Like
fire.
You could do like an animated like. Here's what happened in Dragon Ball.
He made Chi-Chi and he killed everybody.
Yeah, or it's written on a scroll and it's showing you what has happened in the past, blah, blah, blah. But then you get to now, and it's like, all right, I got to have, like, Goku at least.
Yeah, you're right. It's going to have to be hella movies to do it.
No, but how he's breaking it down, that's fine.
It's to start it that way.
But then, like, obviously that would just be Dragon Ball Z. But that's a big chunk.
But you know how many sagas it is?
Then you can just do Super. It doesn't...
It's the Saiyan saga, the Frieza saga, the Android saga, the Cell saga.
But the first movies, you're going Saiyan saga on your first movie. Right. Because the end of that animation thing shows Goku...
with Gohan.
The beginning of it shows Goku getting sent to Earth. And they're like, oh, there's this other planet. And then this other planet blows up. No one thinks it exists anymore. So that's already in your mind. And then it's like, moves away. Your first movie is Dragon Ball Z with Vegeta Force coming and being like, oh, we're not dead. There are other Saiyans.
Yeah.
And you're like, and they're like, what happened to, like, you? And then he just fucking annihilates.
Yeah. And the reason I brought that up is Dragon Ball Z is because that's what my comfort show has been lately.
That's been your go-to.
That's like my comfort show now.
Z?
Super. I've been watching Super. I went back just to go see Super. Super is the worst shit I ever seen in my whole entire fucking life.
I was watching it live when it was coming out like
Super was fucking terrible.
I fuck with Superman. I just like new shit and I like that shit so much that it's like I don't care what you give me.
So I tried watching. HBO has a new Superman show that's super heavy anime.
Yeah, I watched it.
What'd you think of?
Is that the one with
it's
the
cool.
girl
I fell asleep.
carrying them on the
My Friend Superman or something.
Is My Friend Superman?
Yeah, some shit like that.
But it's like heavy anime like influence on it. Mm-hmm. But like it kind of sucks a little because
I fell asleep.
Everything becomes a weird. It felt a little Batman Beyond where everything was like a techno problem. Yeah. Like I like a superhuman. I want someone that I'm like, I don't know, dude. They just fucking fly. They got fucking wings.
We don't even know why.
Yeah, dude. This is like not real. So we don't need to like limit ourselves to be like, it's all got to be technology. Otherwise, this wouldn't make any sense. It's like the main character is from Krypton, so nothing makes sense. Right. But there's also a new show on Amazon that is
The Boys?
Well, Boys just dropped. Plus,
I've never watched The Boys.
There's a
man.
Never
new.
watched it.
I've heard about it since
There's
it
a
came
new
out.
Batman animated series that Max, for some reason, passed on, but it is produced and co-created by Paul Dini, the guy who made the original Batman the animated shit.
Oh, you're not talking about the Suicide Squad shit?
No. Oh, the anime Suicide
yeah.
Squad one.
I
was
just seen
out.
that came out. It's
Yeah.
not good.
Here's the thing. It goes. Not in universe. It feels like they are.
It seems like it's standalone from the beginning, though.
It's super standalone, but it's not even in like a DC universe. It's almost.
It's just an original.
Or is it somebody original?
It's
Yeah.
no. It's like teleported into like a medieval time type shit.
Like the samurai shit?
Yeah, that was my. It's called
Suicide Squad
something.
in a whole different time.
It's their whole thing. It's like teleported to this place, and there's like pigs in fucking armor and shit, and then like humans in armor and all this
Like,
stuff. And I was just like,
it's like when
but
the
it was like
Turtles
nice.
went to
It
the
was like
past.
it felt like Suicide Squad meets fucking Game of Thrones.
That's weird.
And they were like, "Ooh, this is just like a," and they said like some word, which I was like, I feel like if I knew anime more, I might understand this. But I'm like, yeah, I want to see these characters in this world. I don't want to see like an out of, like.
I was excited to start that show.
Oh, there is gonna be though a second Ninja Batman.
I'm not even familiar with
The
the first.
Batman Samurai
Or no,
shit?
Batman Samurai. There's gonna be a second Batman.
You watched that?
Yeah, I don't think it's horrible, but it is kind of a weird take, and I don't like that they play the Japanese version immediately after, because it made me feel really stoned and embarrassed. Because I was like, is this a different one? Did we see this yet? Have we seen this?
They just did this one in Japanese.
It's not even in English. We didn't
So
even.
it's the same episode, but it's in Japanese?
It's a movie.
Oh,
so
it's a
it's just,
movie.
like, it's a 90-minute movie. It's one of those, like, anime.
And then they run it back again in
The one I was
Japanese?
watching, they do, like, the English one, and then they just ran the Japanese one with the subs. And I was like,
Question, why we on Japanese and subtitles? Have y'all guys watched Shogun?
I'm not a Shogun guy, dude.
You never watch it?
I've never seen it.
It's on FX. So
Oh,
basically,
yeah, Shogun. I
Yeah.
thought you said animation, so I was thinking
Nah.
that. Yeah, where the white guy, it's kind of Last Samurai.
yeah, type shit.
And he keeps saying the wrong thing against Asian guys, too. That dude doesn't do good on there. He's
You
a bad.
watch it?
I've seen clips. I've seen everything.
Mm-hmm.
Consider that.
'Cause-
I'm a, like, if it's a spoiler alert, dude,
You
discount
watch it?
shopper. I love every spoiler. I know every character who's losing in my favorite reality TV show that hasn't even aired yet. I know the order. I know the winner. I know everyone, dude.
What reality show is this?
The Challenge, dude. The best reality TV show of
I don't know about that.
MTV's The
Love is
Challenge.
Blind, Loki is fire.
So, dude,
Love is Blind is fire.
this
bro.
has been going on since 1998. We had Mike the Miz. Shout out Parma.
Wait, the
It's-
wrestler?
Yeah, it was Real World. It started out as Real World versus Road Rules.
I remember that.
That show still exists.
The real world?
And is them versus each other. Continued on and just gained more people who like were new. Like they'd be like fresh meat year, and there's like half the crew's new, and that show's about to have its 40th season.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What is
And
this
it's
airing
so
on?
good, dude.
Damn, I'm sorry, Diddy. Why you fuck
It
up?
was on-
so we could get
that
more
was on
episodes of Making the
Paramount.
Band.
But the old seasons, dude, it is 2000s white guys yelling at white girls in like a crazy way, dude. Like a guy verbatim going, "Hey, why don't you shut the fuck up? I'm trying to talk to this retard right now. If I want to talk to the queen of fucking retards, I'd talk to you." And you're like, this is on Paramount. This is on Paramount Plus, and this happened in 2005, and that is how people talk.
That sounds like great TV.
Hey,
what is it?
The challenge, dude, is
say less.
I mean, they had
I'm sold.
Dude, it's people just getting hammered drunk in a house, and then they're like, all right, today we're going to shoot you guys off human slingshots. And they're like, all right, whatever. And the old episodes are even better. Now it's just like, whoever wins gets $250,000. Back then, it'd be like, the winner's going to get $40,000 plus any prizes they win. And you're just like, what would these prizes be? And they're like, anyone who wins today gets a portable DVD player. If you win today, you get a complete set of Junior's golf clubs.
So if you don't win at the end, you don't get to keep it?
Golf
club.
You don't get to keep it?
No, you get to keep that. You get to keep your shitty prizes.
Is like
so you get those little Dave and Buster prizes.
Yeah.
And they're $40,000.
Yeah. When I would assume my first thought is always, I would ask immediately, can I take a quarter of the value in cash? Whatever this costs you, I will take one.
No need to spend the bread. Just give me the bread.
I'm not gonna fly back with golf clubs. I don't golf, and that seems like a huge.
Just walking out like, Dad, I got these for you.
And they're Junior's golf clubs.
Yeah, it's the show. There was an episode where a girl got. She was like, "Yeah, I thought I was gonna get out, so I just tried to unhook her from her safety rig." And it's like trying to like essentially kill a woman, and you're like, guys.
He said that's so calm, essentially trying to kill a woman, you know?
I mean, dude, it's just insane white people doing things. And that's where, like, again, when they deal with snakes and stuff, or big animals, we want them bit. That's the goal. They never get bit, though. Like, these guys who are like, yeah, I live in my mom's basement and can't afford my own place, but I do have 72 venomous snakes down here. And you're like, go away. We need to just firebomb this basement, dude, and get this guy. You can't have that many if you can't move out of your house. Like, normal people shouldn't have venomous snakes. That's for God in the wild. Zeus, whoever. I don't like whatever you. Whoever.
No regular person should have anything poisonous at all.
Zeus.
No. There's no reason.
Thunder God.
Yeah, whoever you believe in, man. I'm just saying. I think all of them would go, yeah, we didn't create the poison snakes for you to hold on to.
Well, what was the purpose of this poison? That'd be my thing.
Well, because some of the cobras eat other snakes.
It's just an advantage. Everything got a place, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But it's like, wow, like, what was you going through when you decided to create these things?
To go with snakes?
No, like everything, like all the animals and shit like that. It's like,
well, even if you went, I think both ideas are insane because either it's a guy going, yeah, make it like a worm but big as hell and poisonous. And then when he comes up, he's got like a big ass hood on him with eyes and shit. Yeah, called a cobra. Or
I like it.
It's just nature
Everything
being like it was a
nothing.
lizard that was just like, I don't think I'm gonna move for a while. I don't think I need these legs. I'm kind of just fat on my belly rolling around. That's all a snake is. There's a lizard with no legs.
Yeah.
That's all you are. What were you, an eel before? Something in the water.
Yeah.
Not you were that cool. I mean, anacondas are cool. I mean, it's pretty easy to be a snake, yeah.
They just be slithering around.
But that's the audacity I have, and that's why I won't go to Australia.
I would never.
Australia is off the map.
I call it hell on earth.
Oh my god.
I'm going to Australia, bro.
For what?
You don't have to go around those things.
It's called hell on earth, bro.
What are you going on?
That's what I call it. It's hell on earth, bro. It's so many
if
things.
If you're in the city, you think those things are around.
Fuck just the snakes and the animals and shit. They get hurricanes, earthquakes. They get everything.
I mean, so there's places in the United States.
Tis true.
That's true.
But
you won that.
I will
it's
say,
not like it's a small island like Puerto Rico.
I will say, Australia did kind of start off.
Australia got the Power Rangers.
It was a prison. It was a prison.
Well, it was a prison because a crew of dudes went there, and probably a quarter of them died. The rest of them sailed back because they were like, oh, what's in the water? Saltwater crocodiles, which are like, we didn't even know they could do that. We didn't even think they came out here. Great whites. Then inland, they're like
kangaroos.
I mean, kangaroos is a light day, dude. You got spiders. You got fucking poisonous ass snakes that are like
kick the fuck out of you.
Well, I feel like because it's
kangaroos trying to drown motherfuckers. That's their big thing. If you got a dog, they'll like take it to the middle of the lake, try and drown it. That's true.
I seen that video.
I was about to say the video, but he had to go grab.
Yeah, because they're dumbasses. They're like, dude, look how tall I am. I cannot drown in this. They're like, but if someone else came out here, they'd drown for sure. Australia's kind of scary though. I always think, and I've said this a million times, I think about it a lot, but that trip when you're like in England and like you and me got arrested for like shoplifting, and they're like, tower's all full, send them to Australia. But we don't know. We're like, Australia? You might want to be in Austria. I bet Austria's nice. I bet Austria. And then we're on the boat and some guy's like, he's like, it's not Austria, mate.
Fuck!
It's a place, it's a place only some of us heard about.
Man, listen, like I
said, don't go in the water. Don't go on the land.
They got the Power Rangers.
Well, they got Power Rangers out there?
That's where they filmed Power Rangers at.
Well, OG Power Rangers.
New Zealand, yeah.
OG was filmed in, the movie was filmed in New Zealand.
I thought the original series was
that's
too.
Japan.
No, not the pieces, not the clips that they stole. It's about like with the regular people. Yeah, it was in
Australia. In California.
I thought it was too. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Maybe I gotta go back to it. Yeah, but I don't fuck with Australia. I remember when I first got on Tumblr, and I met some dudes that was from Australia. I said, so hey, do y'all have giant spiders? He said, yeah, and we got giants this and that and snakes and shit. Fucking
like, yeah, dude, that sounds awful.
Yeah, like why would you want to live there? Is this what the girl flip over on the car?
Yeah.
So look, they got this show, right? Well, the producer, Jay-Z's Just Blaze. Just Blaze has a show, right? And I guess it's a popular designer of tennis shoes. Like she designs shoes and stuff like that.
Oh, is it a Lily?
Huh?
A Lily man?
No, it's not a Lily. No. Like she customizes them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she customizes them. And I don't want to talk bad about her because, this might...
No, I'll be honest.
This should blow up and I might meet you, beloved. You do a great job. But Redman was on there and they give you this shoe at the end. So they do a shoe for different rappers. And they give them the shoe and they be like, oh, this is great. This is tight. But deep down in their head, they're like, this is...
I'll be honest, dude. I'm not a big fan of, like, customizing shoes not from brand. I think there's like certain like, and don't get me wrong, dude, I know there's like, what was it, JBL and then like shoe surgeon and shit.
Yeah.
And like JBF, but it's like, it's just not my, I don't want something like, you like Nintendo, it feels like Pimp My Ride.
It's not for everybody.
And that's what it is. And that's basically it. It's a Pimp My Ride for tennis shoes.
Ride.
That's my favorite. I want that range cover so bad.
Where I'm like you like Nintendo, so we made the whole shoe a Nintendo controller that works.
Like it was like Jim Jones.
And I'm like, all right, man, all right.
Jim Jones was on there. Jim Jones was like, yeah, I like it. It's a hot top. It's one of those.
Ew, what?
Air Force Ones. It's like one of them.
Yeah, the Ricardo T
type shit. Yeah. And he like, yeah, I like him. He's like, I probably wouldn't wear him though. Like I keep him in the house and like bro, you don't like him.
That's what I'm saying. To me, it's just nothing against it. I'm not like anti people doing it. I think it's art in their own way. But I'm like, yeah, I don't need we don't need to pretend like it's Scarface and the swoosh is the Tommy gun. Like
that's what it is.
I give you guys big credit for like being able to paint this, but as like a shoe, I'm just like,
I don't.
Yeah, this like misses the point of why I want to get this small collection of shoes that were made from the company that are rare. If I'm collecting, it's not like this is custom and no one has it. It's like, all right, whatever.
It's not even that cool.
Yeah, and when it's not good, it's not.
But with him,
those
that's what I'm saying. That's the hard part.
That's what bootlegs were. Period. Like if you think back in the day, like bootlegs was just like SpongeBob on some. 13.
But that was almost more fun and like meant to be bootleg. Where these are
That's
like,
true.
we're like, someone's like making a full paycheck off doing custom shoes, and it's like good for them.
They're just a shoe cobbler.
But it's like, yeah, at the same time, it's like, yeah, that style to me isn't gonna be like a grail. Like to me,
no, that's something that caters to a certain type of individual.
Yeah,
that's not for people that really like collect shoes. Unless you just really fuck with this person.
Like I like
remember like Sweet 16, like it would be like some shit like, all right, I want these customly made for my birthday.
Well, like cleats too.
Yeah, like
dudes who
that'd be cool.
Cleats like that shit's hard, and I love that.
I do basketball shoes, like if it's like on the court or some shit like that, then yeah. But it's like
even then, I feel like it's the same kind of on the streets. But I feel like cleats is like you can only get so many cleats.
Well, and it's like you're not wearing it. If it's a shoe you're not wearing out as like a social thing, that to me is where like the line gets drawn. Where I'm like, I'm not wearing this to be like, check out these custom. But like, I want someone on the court or on the field to notice like, ooh, there's some sick. Like you can gotta put more feeling behind those. Versus like when you're wearing it out, you're like, yeah, it's Scarface. You guys seen him? A banger, dude.
This remind me of NBA Volume Streets too.
Just do something like that.
This is the song that was on there.
Yeah.
That's one of the best franchises for sure.
They need to remake that.
Yeah, I've been waiting for like a good, like alternate 2K basketball.
Are you like a gamer?
Let me have fun again.
Are you a gamer?
I mean,
I have been for sure.
But like recently, so do you feel like the game?
There hasn't been anything captivating.
There hasn't been no good games.
Hasn't been like I got hooked back on the Call of Duty for a little bit just because it was the Modern Warfare 2 throwback. Yeah. And that's kind of like the first Call of Duty I like actually put work in. So it's like that was just more so.
You don't be online?
I was online.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm just playing multiplayer.
Yeah.
Just because those maps, they just like trigger that nostalgia.
Yeah.
Then I think I even played the one before that a little bit.
Like I feel bad that my mom got me my PlayStation 5 for Christmas. And then I was like, I did this whole like PowerPoint for a PlayStation 5.
Yeah, like, I need that.
Like I did a whole PowerPoint.
I did that for a bass guitar.
Oh my god. No, I did this last year.
I was about to say,
I did this last year. And then like my mom and my sister and my grandmother was all at the crib and I plugged it up to the TV. It's like, now this is why I need a PlayStation 5. And like I broke down all these things. So then they was like, so Christmas came around and I was just like, I'm gonna just sleep. I don't want nothing. I told everybody not to give me nothing for Christmas. I'd rather get something for my birthday. So then I ended up like sleeping till like 6 o'clock in the evening or some shit like that. I woke up and my grandmother like, oh, you got a gift over there. And I opened it up, it's my PlayStation. I cried a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I cried real thug tears. Because all I really wanted to play was Spider-Man. I didn't give a fuck about nothing else. I just wanted Spider-Man. Huh?
So I got a little Spider-Man in, dude.
I just wanted Spider-Man, but in this
was that the second one, the symbiote?
Yes, it was that one. Cause I never played the first one. I played the Miles Morales one, and then I was like, oh, I got to get the next one now. So
you gotta get in, dude.
But in this PowerPoint, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play the PlayStation. I'm not gonna go outside anymore. I'm gonna stack my money. Yeah. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna become a gamer. This has
a financial benefit to me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
If y'all really love me.
Yeah, if you really love me, you'd acknowledge me and help me get to where I need to be financially, which is getting this
PlayStation 5. Listen,
I'm not gonna go out and spend money.
Listen, I beat Spider-Man in 2 days. So I got it on the 25th. I beat it.
Stayed in for 2 days.
Listen, no. I beat Spider-Man on like the 27th at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then I was like, damn, I ain't got nothing else to play. So I got Need for Speed. Because I only got Need for Speed because A$AP Rocky was on it. And I was like, I'm an A$AP Rocky fan. Like, so let me get that. That shit sucked.
Instead of just listening to a song about the game. I get that. I was like, I get that financially. As a guy who just did a PowerPoint for the financial.
Yeah, listen. Buy this game. No, it was only like $20 though. It was only $20, so that was cool.
That shit just showed you how bad the game was.
Yeah, but it was A$AP Rocky, so I was like, I'm a huge A$AP Rocky fan. So I was like, all right. So then I got Kakarot. Now Kakarot was a great game.
Yeah, I didn't get past the G or I just got past my stuff.
Oh, nigga, I got the downloads, the DLCs, and all that.
The DLCs look fire.
Oh my God, listen. So I got to a point where I beat the whole game, the regular game. So now I'm at the point where I gotta get the Super Saiyan God form, and I can't beat it. I haven't played my PlayStation. I haven't played my PlayStation 5 since January.
You just
I'm outside, Grandma.
Yeah, man.
I'm outside.
Hey, listen, and then every time I go to
my presentation was a lie.
It was a waste. Listen,
she should have had you email that shit over, dude. She fucking cold you to it, dude.
So every time I look at my PlayStation 5, I be like, damn.
I played them.
Yeah,
or I did too much.
You applied skills from a computer apps class to get that shit done.
That's the PlayStation 5.
Should have asked for something else.
Man, what?
I just printed out a bunch of pictures for a bass guitar, and then when I went to the classes, he was like, what do you want to learn? I was like, oh, can you teach me how to play the Seinfeld song? He goes, that's not a bass guitar. I go, all right, well, I guess we're done. Just left. Like 3 weeks of classes.
Listen,
complete waste of time.
I haven't played that PlayStation 5 since January.
Nah,
are you using it to watch stuff at least?
No, because I got a smart TV.
Yeah.
So it's really just sitting there catching dust.
Yeah.
But because the games are not fun, like there's no good games where it's just like, oh, I want this. Like, I'm not an Elden Ring type of guy or
see, you'd have to be
Fortnite.
Like RPG, but even if you are, it's like I'm gonna just play Elden Ring for months and months and months and months.
Yeah,
and months.
dude.
See,
people but do you want to live in one game?
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
It is kind of like crazy though how they did. I guess like Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones is so popular, but they really got dudes being like, I'm a knight, dude, so talk to me proper. I'm a fucking knight in Elden Ring. Alright?
But I heard, so Carson I just did a stream on it.
Yeah.
And he did it, and he's like people are dying like thousands of times. Like, but they're not using none of the special abilities or nothing. They're just going straight into it. Like, I don't want to do that. But
when it comes to like
you want to have the special
like
abilities, dude?
No, it's like you can't use no potions. You can't use.
You gotta go in.
You just gotta go in there and just raw dog it, basically.
And that's where it goes. That's where you get the people finishing Mario levels in X amount of minutes or X amount of seconds. It's just like, okay, I'm mastered this way, that way, speed runs.
Yeah.
So it's like when it comes to games like that are so popular,
I do that with Pokemon.
Gonna try to do.
I do like watching those Pokemon speedruns.
I do that on Pokemon.
You do it on Pokemon? You do it yourself?
So I had Diamond. I got the.
You're a bad man, dude.
I got the last Diamond version, like the last Diamond version that came out on the Switch. So when I did that, I just went straight through it. Like I didn't do nothing else.
You
like
just played the story mode.
Yeah, like and I caught like all the Pokemon that I needed. Like and then it's like, all right, I'm going against this gym. All right, I'm about to get this Pokemon, and I went straight through it. So like when you look at my Pokédex, I only got like 20 Pokemon in it.
Yeah, speedrun for it.
Huh?
Yeah, speedrun.
Yeah, so I just went straight to the got the legendary, beat the final four and all that type of shit, the champion, and I was like, I'm done with it.
Just follow the story.
No, the last one I got Violet. I just got Violet. So Violet.
Oh, I thought you just said you just got Violet, and I was like, you're like, I'm playing everybody.
I'm going in every patch of grass.
I hit a patch on the game where they said faint. I said die.
No, I got Violet.
Changed it to dead.
I got Pokemon Violet, and like Pokemon Violet, like it got to a point where it's like I put in hours in that game to the point where I feel it's three different Pokemon.
Is Violet one of the most recent?
It's the last one that just came out.
Bro, that game is so in depth. I sold it because I was like, I'm gonna put too much time in it.
Yeah, so
because Arceus, I played Arceus. That's the game before that. That's the best Pokemon game ever made.
So they tried to base it off of that.
Yeah, and then they mixed it. Its own modern flair where you got actual just packs of Pokemon walking around.
Yeah.
So they kind of modernized it, mixed Arceus with the OG.
Yeah.
And it's just like this big ass fucking game.
I mean, just eventually that game makes sense to just be like a complete, almost open.
I finished it.
That's a long ass game.
It's like it should just almost be like an open world game of. You can make
That's close to what this is.
You can make it where it's like
closer and closer.
It should just be all the maps, and you can go get all the gym stars from every city.
That's what they need to create. That's what they need to create.
Then you're just like it. You can get everything, but you just have to travel a shit ton, and you have to get.
You gotta put mad work.
Yeah, you gotta put work in.
It got to a point. where it's like
that could easily be an online RPG like live.
Yeah, so you know how
like a RuneScape.
Yeah.
Pokemon could be RuneScape.
So you know how they got like you either buy this one or this one. So you could like it's only certain Pokemon or this game, but it's
yeah.
It got to a point where it's like
game got different things.
I wasn't about to buy the second game, so I went on my homeboy went on eBay like found a dude that sells the Pokemon for like $2.
Yeah, you can sell the code.
Yeah, so I did that. Like it's three Pokédex. I finished all 3 Pokédex. I didn't did all the secret missions. I didn't like
Violet.
Yeah, like
you completed the game.
I completed.
100%.
Like I have like 4. You know how they got boxes? Like it's like boxes where you like catch the Pokemon, and it's like different boxes with all your Pokemon. I have like 4 boxes of Pokemon that's on level 100.
Yeah,
4 on the level 100.
That's crazy.
But that's like my childhood though. So like that's the shit that I was like, look, I got it tattooed on me.
Look, a couple unknowns.
Yeah, I got the Pokemon shit tattooed on me. You know what I'm saying? Like I
do that. By the way, I've seen a lot of Pokemon tattoos. Very subtle, good one.
Yeah,
really?
Because it's not the actual Pokemon; it's just the writing.
No, this is a Pokemon.
Yes.
I know, but it doesn't look like
unknown.
Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
It's like the writing before you see the Pokemon.
Right.
I'm
it's
kind
not
of
like a 3D Pokemon.
I was gonna get Squirtle though.
I think the dude, I'm very over the whole like I got all the fucking horror movie guys on my fucking like chest or like people got like
people that are really into that shit.
It's just so same.
Like shout out to the goth chicks. Shout out to the goth chicks. I'm on my ASAP Yam shit. Shout out to the goth chicks.
That's what
I tell
You're not gonna call y'all
your
bitches.
Bitch super. What was it? Scary stories at night. What's this tweet?
What?
Yams.
Oh, and he said scary stories on my nap time. But it's not gonna see.
I like a goth girl because she can give me scary stories at bedtime.
I didn't see that one. That's hilarious.
It's like an old.
I've been trying to find his book and I can't find it nowhere.
Oh, I'm sure that's impossible to buy.
I can't find that book nowhere.
I feel like most of the people that bought that probably kept it. Very few resellers and the ones that did, they're gone.
That was a pretty low run.
Like any ASAP Yam shit is impossible.
Cause I like the tweet. Shout out to the chubby chicks that wear Air Maxes.
You can probably just search it on Twitter.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, there's still like the account, but it's like
I Google them.
The book is
the whole book,
yeah.
Yeah, the book is hard.
Make a bootleg one or something.
Like that shit hard. But yeah, my tattoos, yeah, man. And I got the Naruto joint. Really, it's not the Naruto joint. It's the Flying Nimbus.
oh, a little flying nimbus on the side.
Yeah, it's the Flying Nimbus. Yeah, but then the shorty.
This is the Ambu file.
Yeah, but the shorty. But listen, the shorty when I was getting it, I was like, "Is it gonna hurt?" And then she asked me a Naruto question, and I was just like, it's Naruto." So I was like, "Just get it in red." And he was like, "Nah, we can't do it in red because it's gonna fade easier." But I was like, "Oh, okay," because it's the Akusu. Yeah, so
Akatsuki shit.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right.
And that was why I said Crocs is killing them too, because like they did the Naruto Crocs, they did some Toy Story Crocs. Like, I don't know, that's just hard. Like, you're just appealing to
different generations, different crowds,
just different genres. Period.
You want some Crocs?
I got a pair of it's a Japanese store, Beams Crocs.
Word.
Brilliant.
That's hard.
Beams is hard.
Shout out to Beams. Shout out to Beams Plus.
This John Winters is brilliant.
Do you boys fuck with Norm?
Yeah.
Who's this?
Norm Macdonald?
You don't know him? You don't recognize him from movies or nothing?
Oh, dude.
No, what movies he was in?
Oh, no.
Let's see.
But shit, we gonna end the
That's
pod.
him?
No. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
She's
right.
still with Jay? She's with Jay Moore. Yeah. But when she was on my TV show, she was with Bobcat Goldthwait. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I'm not a skilled interviewer.
You seen him on Phil Tony and the other dude?
Next door to him?
Yeah, next
Oh,
episode.
yeah.
That was a funny episode.
Bro, more wrong. What do you think is more wrong? Having sex with a child?
About to end the pod though, y'all.
Or an adult kid?
End of episode 3. Shout outs to the shout outs.
Love y'all.
Salud.
Bye.
But do you